terrible at this. Especially this beginning part. We don't know how to get everything loaded up so we can see everything here.
The awkward moment of we're waiting to see ourselves live on the screen so I can read your comments. Come on! Oh yeah, okay, loading.
Is yours working?
Better than last time. Oh, but I'm not seeing it live.
Is it YouTube? Hello everybody, we'll get there. Please be patient. Oh here, just go back to the home.
Hey legends, what's that?
Yeah.
Oh, here.
All right, we're good. Hey David, how you doing? Project Bangkok, what's happening? Dan's watching CB Media's video instead of ours.
I didn't mean to click that. Just bear with me guys while I watch CB's video. Those are juice meters.
All right. Can we get a line sent up? That's a very good comment. Dan was in charge of getting the camera
No, I wasn't.
set up.
He's in charge of phone chargers.
Yeah, this is so to say, like, we always turn this into an absolute shit show at the beginning of the lives, and we were just like, this one was a disaster. So I was late checking into this hotel and literally only got here a couple of minutes ago, and I'm getting everything out of my bag and I'm stressed and running late, and I realized like I didn't bring my phone charger with me. Anyway, lots of comments. Hey everybody.
Comments.
We're in a hotel right now, and the hotel Wi-Fi is not the best, but we can see your comments. So
I can see sort of on yours.
David says, one job, boys. Yeah, we are not very good at this. This is why we're not live streamers. We're vloggers, so you can go home and edit.
I need a full day to make sure my content looks alright. Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, I got some. Hello from Sweden. How many beers tonight? Ken. Hello mate.
Kenny.
I've got half a beer down. So half a beer left, and then I'm done.
Picture is clear as fuck. That is good to know. We're not using the Wi-Fi for my phone because I had 5G reception here, so all good.
Afternoon, guys. Nathan. Hey.
Yeah, we do need to go back to Klong Toi.
Oh, to the slums?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get any heat? I got heat for calling it slums.
Oh, yeah. If you look it up, like Klong Toi slums came up as the main like search. Plus, obviously, when we go there, we're like so respectful, like respect all the people and stuff, like buying food, having drinks with them, and say how lovely they are. Like, obviously, the term slum is for like search, right?
Well, yeah. I had like a Thai person reach out to me, and they're like, "I'm gonna kill you for this. Like, you can't speak about my country like this." Yeah, because like you have to translate the comments.
Yeah.
And I saw this like long angry comment, and then the red angry face emojis, and I'm like, this can't be good.
I might not be able to go back to the Klong Toi slums.
Yeah.
No, but we all said it was amazing, and the people were beautiful. The everything like.
We spoke very highly of the place.
It's quite often you'll have a negative title, this is how all media works, and then if you watch the video, you'll see we're saying amazing things. If you ever see a comment where someone says, you can't say that, they probably haven't watched the video.
Exactly, yeah.
Which I get all the time.
Well, yeah, I get that too. We set up the premiere, and people are like already making comments on the video before the premiere's even gone live.
It's the title for like effect. Yeah.
My comments aren't working.
Thanks, Ian.
Hey, Ian, thank you.
I think we have to look at the screen the best, because the
comments are coming here, but they're not coming on our just fucking terrible live stream.
Cheers.
Welcome to the worst live stream ever.
Oh, I wanted to ask how many people are in? 60. Let me see. Anyone hear this? Shall I say it now? About the bars. So everyone was on about December 1st, right? December 1st, everything opening, bars and stuff in Pattaya and things. But I saw about the
Thank you, Ian.
I saw that the Prime Minister, cheers. I saw that the Prime Minister did an interview yesterday, right?
Dan didn't drink after the cheers, and that was the second time.
Suspense created now. The Prime Minister has spoke about the bars not opening until 2022, until the opening. He said that people shouldn't be selfish. That's what he called the owners of the bars. Shouldn't be selfish and not open until 2022. Apart from there's going to be big New Year's celebrations. So it might not be open.
Have you been here for New Year's?
No, never. No, I've missed it every year.
I spent one New Year's here, and it was wild. It was out of control.
Where were we?
I was in Nana.
Nice.
I kind of moved around the city, but I remember we caught the BTS, and I was just blown away at how many people were everywhere, just like heads, like when you see from above. But we were in Nana, and it was like there were people letting off fireworks in the street, and not up, like they're letting it off down the street. So you're just walking along, and
this will be fun.
flying past him.
Coming in February, good. Might be open by then, mate. We'll see. But you were in Pattaya, right? And everyone thinks, when I was there the other day, they think December 1st, definitely, and some think earlier.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
right?
So last night I was in Pattaya and speaking to people at a bar. They think the 16th that they're going to be able to open, but
the Prime
it's all
Minister says
speculation. No
open.
one actually knows. It's all speculation.
When people say it enough times and to each other, it becomes like gospel. That's what's going to happen. But you have to go back to the source. Just someone saying it. The Prime Minister said not this year.
Pearly G, how you doing? We need to collaborate on a video the next time I'm in Pattaya. I was there last night, but I was literally only there for a handful of hours. I had a bit of work to do there, so came in and left. But next time I'm in Pattaya, we'll make something together for sure. Have you seen Pearly G?
Yeah. Back home in the 10th of December. Better be. I'm going to Pattaya anyway. All right. So people are still coming.
Yeah, come. Bangkok's good.
Oh, come to Bangkok's like nothing has changed, right?
And if any of you saw my date video that I did in Khao San Road was going off on the weekend. On a Saturday night.
Yeah,
it resembled what
Friday.
it used to be like.
Bangkok is the new Pattaya right now, right? It's the only place there's a nightlife without going down to Phuket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tim said that entered Thailand on Tuesday with the test and go and was out after 6 hours. So was that
nice?
I'd like to know, was that over, like, did you get in late and then leave in the morning? Or was that 6 hours, throughout in the same calendar date? Because that's what I've also wondered as well. So when I came here to quarantine, I got in at like 11 p.m. and they counted that as a day.
Oh, nice.
So they went by calendar day. So like by the time I woke up in the morning, I was on my second day already. And I was like, this is awesome. Because when they went to let me out, I thought I still had one more day, and they're like,
no, you can go.
they're like, what time?
When we did it, was 15 days, right? 14 nights.
Yes.
Pretty much. You left. You had 1 hour
On the
your
15th day, yeah. And they said to me, they're like, what time do you want to check out tomorrow? And I was like, I check out tomorrow? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, yes, this is the best news ever. Hey, LWB. Thank you very much. You tipped last night too. Thank you. See if we get Dan wasted.
Drunk there. Do we need to prepay my COVID test? I don't know.
You have to do... I mean, we had to do them before we left. It was for the flight, right? Yeah. But it's more for the airport as well. Like for when I left Sydney Airport, we had to do it to get on the plane on the Australia end. Mm-hmm. So I think you need to anyway.
Yeah, I did mine at most airports in the UK when is either a hotel next to the airport, you can just go and do it like the day before. Sometimes on the same day. I saw them at Bangkok airport, people doing it at the airport too, a test to fly and get their fit the fly certificate.
Yeah. They're cheap here. Like I think mine was quite expensive in Australia, from memory, or like in comparison to here. The ones I've done here are like $20 or 500 baht. Not even $20.
I landed at 8:30, was in the airport taxi 45 minutes later, checked into the hotel at 11 a.m, got a phone call saying I was free at 6:30.
That's awesome.
Even told me I could check out and go. That's cool. So it's probably is it a day? Because they have to give some maximum it could take. But
I think,
it could be a lot quicker,
yeah.
Right?
Because you're just waiting for the result, essentially.
And they can't tell how long the result will be.
I did a video just recently on why you should come to Thailand, and that was one of the things they said. I'm like, there's no quarantine. I was like, there's 1 day quarantine, and if that's too much, then you're too precious. And people still commented 1 day quarantine is ridiculous. Like, why would you go?
I mean, it's to go everywhere. Like the UK can now fly to America for the first time in 18 months or whatever it is. But you still have to do a test. You have to show vaccinated and you have to do a test before flying and stuff. For every country, there's going to be something now, probably for a very, very long time, to get into every country.
So Adam asked, am I missing Vegemite? I'm not huge. Did any of you see Retired Working For You's recent video? He squeezed Vegemite into his mouth, and that looked horrible. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you missing Vegemite? Well, you're Australian as well, right?
Not really.
Well, we have Marmite in the UK.
No, Marmite's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Vegemite's okay. It's the sort of thing I'll have once every 6 months or something.
I miss a lot of English food.
You do?
Yeah.
Like what?
Good fish and chips.
Yeah, I mean,
sausage.
I saw someone eating fish and chips on social the other day, and I was like,
yeah, I miss it.
Chips.
Chip shop, chips.
Duke, thank you.
It's weird because I'm drinking.
You gotta keep an eye on this guy.
You spend most of your time back in your home country missing Thailand and the food, and you get here and you're here for 8 months, and then you're like, I could really go for some biscuits or something, like a tea.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you miss it.
Adam said I'm un-Australian for not liking Vegemite, but I haven't lived in Australia for about 5 or 6 years. So when I go there, when I get to Australia, I just want my mum's cooking. I go see my mum, and I'm like, give me spaghetti bolognese, like all the things that you can't get good. I miss like a good pasta. I haven't had a good pasta in a long time.
Yeah, pasta's good. Yeah.
And
Project Bangkok, I'm gonna miss Greg's. Greg's in the UK is like where they do sausage rolls, pastries and stuff, but it's like a pound for sausage. Everything's really cheap and good. It's a really good.
Yeah, sausage rolls. Sausage rolls is a real like Aussie thing as well. Joe, thank you. Mine's empty.
Cheers. Go and get
Dan's not gonna empty his, but I'll get a couple.
Joe just tipped. You need to come back and drink. Beers on me, boys. Have fun. Dan get pissed because you know Keis will. No, he'll do 6 beers and not be drunk. I'll watch him do 6 beers and be drunk. Chin chin.
Cheers. Thank you. Thanks, Joe.
Sausage rolls.
Joe's great regular contributor. Thank you. LWB will send $5 if we slam a fresh new beer.
Thank God. Yeah, you can do that, mate. Yeah.
No, not for $5.
You have to get the you have to get the straw and.
I don't want to, like, we just sat down. We don't want to get too wasted yet. Last time, like,
the main thing you're worried is that you get too wasted and you say something stupid and it's on the internet forever.
Forever, yeah. And I noticed, like, in the last live stream, like, I swear a lot. It's an Australian thing. It's a UK thing. We swear a lot, but like, when I'm on camera, normally I try and hold it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, the more I drink and the more comfortable I get on the live
The more
stream,
you drink,
sort
the
of
more he
goes
fucking
downhill.
swears.
Yeah. Someone said, like, my mum says you swear too much. Johnny, there's something happening. What's happening, Johnny? There's something. That's hard to say. What's up, man?
What's happening?
I need to get over to Wahin soon. Come catch up. Have some more beers. Hello to your girlfriend, Mai. Hello, Mai.
She'll be very happy.
You have to say it with your lovely accent.
Say it in a very British accent.
Yeah.
Hello to your girlfriend, May. May?
Mai?
My, like, as in no. That's the type for no.
Yeah.
David,
Thank
yes.
you.
And I'm going to finish this now, David.
Told you 6 beers wasn't enough.
6 beers. The guy at reception, when you bought the beers, couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
He just stocked up the fridge and this guy was like, he kept putting beers and you put more and you put more and the guy just laughing going, is this for you two? No, these are just for him.
Is that another one?
Cheers.
David, thank you. Question for Keis. Have you been to the Beat Lounge in BKK, best hip hop spot in Thailand? I do want to check it out. So, since I arrived here this time, all clubs have been closed.
It's still closed now, right?
Closed. So, I haven't been going clubbing. But no, the clubs aren't open. So, as soon as they do, I do want to go. I'm actually really keen to find, and if anyone here knows, I'm dying to know. I want to find some Thai hip hop clubs that Thai people go to.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Not Falang, like not ones with foreigners. Like,
but when I went, you've been to
proper.
Sugar Club here in Bangkok, right?
Yes. Yeah.
When I went there, it was like 2 years ago, but there were a handful of foreigners, but they were like dancing and they were singing hip hop. It was all like Western. It was all American, right? Hip hop.
I want to go to a Thai hip hop club where they play Thai hip hop and full of Thai people.
From the Klong Toy slums, I've seen
And I will
video.
go. I know you as the slum guy. Was that a phone charger I used to open the bottle? Yes. I can open a beer with absolutely anything. Swearing is like a second language in the UK. I like that. That's good. Yeah.
It is.
We try and tone it down for you. Like, you can't swear too much on YouTube. And also, some people are quite sensitive to it. So we do try and tone it down a little bit on camera. But, you know, naturally, when you hear us both off camera, it's quite different.
Liam and Blair, no, I've never been to the Philippines, but it's on the list. It's quite tricky to get into the Philippines right now. Have you looked into going, like, a trip? Like, last time I checked,
Still can't go.
I've got some friends there. It's like impossible now.
As
soon as it opens.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of friends there. I was actually planning to live there. Here in Thailand and Philippines, I was tossing up between the two, but then Philippines closed. So, how is Tinder as a young white guy in Bangkok? Excellent. Tinder is really good here in that, you know, there's a really fast turnaround. I found, like, when I use Tinder in Australia, sometimes it takes ages for, like, you to match and get back to people. I've, like, picked up my phone, gone on Tinder, matched, and had that person around at my place, all within like a couple of hours. So really good here. And there's like plenty of people that are not looking for much as well. Like I'm quite upfront and say, you know, I'm not looking for a relationship or anything. Like it says it on my Tinder profile. I'm just not looking for a relationship or anything serious. And there's plenty of girls out there that think the exact same way.
Yeah, they're quite liberal like that here, right?
Yeah.
Like you find
and then very open, you know.
Yeah, in the West, it's kind of that's frowned upon, right? Especially for like females. Like, no, I'm looking for more, but here, very open about that. I mean, not that I know because I'm settled down and married.
Yeah. But when's that question gonna come? I was waiting for that one.
When I need a YouTube video to hit.
A proposal video. Oh, you know, I had a dream the other night that you proposed.
Did you?
Yeah.
To you?
Not to me.
Cheers, Dan. Drink some more. Yeah, cheers. Any CB collabs in the workshop? No, I've never.
I've reached out to him recently, and he got back to me, but we haven't been able to lock in anything. We don't chat frequently, but he just said like, oh yeah, I've seen your videos and stuff. I want to meet him and hang out more as a person. I'm into cars and love his channel and everything.
Yeah, you're into cars, right?
Huge into cars, yeah.
I met him in. I just bumped into him in. Where was I? Koh Chang? On the island, right before I crashed my motorbike. No, right after I crashed, I had like a big bruised eye and stuff, and I was like, "Hey, Chad, how you doing?" And he's like,
"Oh, that you
what happened to you?" I was like, came off my bike, and then he crashed like the next day.
Yeah. Nathan said, "Mr. B in Sydney is a Thai hip hop bar, and I've been to Mr. B a lot."
Mr. B.
Mr. B, yeah, it's a Thai bar in Sydney. I've been there like a lot, many times. I actually had a girlfriend that worked there for a little while. Cynthia is messaging on here, and Cynthia, you are driving right now. You just dropped me off here. You should not be driving.
Don't
and watching
YouTube and drive,
stream.
Cynthia. Don't YouTube and drive.
I can assure you all that Cynthia still drives just as crazy as before.
As of today.
The beat lounge is mainly Thai people, but Farangs go because of its reputation. Okay, cool. Harry asked, do we get lots of messages? So this is a really interesting point that I do actually want to talk about. So I get so many people reach out to me on social media, and I've gone to a point where I just don't answer anybody anymore because it just gets way too hard. So I receive maybe 5 to 6 emails a day on average, sometimes more, sometimes less. The emails, and I will read them more because people have taken the time to write a proper email.
Right, yeah.
But people that DM me on Instagram, I get 10 to 15 of them a day, and I don't even look anymore. It's just gotten to a point because like some I did reply, and then it just starts a conversation, and I don't have time to talk to my friends.
You make something every day, right? You're like working 24 hours.
Yeah. I mean, we're shooting, editing, uploading every day. You know, I'm trying to talk to Dan every day. Dating a girl now, so that's, you know, keeping me busy. So I don't have time to address people on social media. I would like to, you know, I'm not trying to be unreachable or anything like that. It's just we're really flat out. It's surprising.
I deleted all my social medias.
Yeah,
because I was
Dan's uncontactable.
You can't
for me.
If Ken's still watching, he was like, I can't get hold of Dan.
Yeah,
go through you.
I'm like, bro, we're like best mates. I can't fucking get in touch with you.
Talk to me. I deleted like Instagram and my Facebook. I got a messenger for my family and stuff, but like I got it because I want to concentrate on YouTube only, and I will just lose myself in messages and stuff otherwise. So I pretty much can't contact me.
Toby Price having a Hong Tong and soda. I had a whole bunch of them. I'm putting out a video tomorrow, and it starts off with me. You will see I'm a fucking wreck. Hungover, 2 hours sleep, and like it starts off, that's how it starts off, and I'm a mess, and I have to go home, pack up my Airbnb, which I'd had a party in the night before, so it was trashed. So I had to trek, I was like 45 minutes out of the city, so I had to go back to the city, pack up that place, then leave, go to Pattaya. I had to edit the video somewhere along throughout that day. Get to Pattaya, I had work to do in Pattaya, and then I had plans for last night. So that's a good video coming out tomorrow. But yeah, mess.
Keis, what are your thoughts on the education visa?
I don't know much about it.
No, I know nothing about it. But education and volunteer are one of those kind of visas, volunteer especially, where you can stay for a year. It will cost you like $1,000 US, but then you don't really have to volunteer. But right now, there's still the STV visa. I don't understand why an STV visa cost you like $60 to get it, maybe, I can't remember, and then $1,900 to renew. It's 9 months. It's almost a year.
STV
right?
is the go-to.
And it will cost you $2,000 every 3 months. Like, do an STV visa.
Comprehensive Media Solutions asked a really good question. Is the vlogging scene in Thailand oversaturated now? And there's 2 parts to this. So in one sense, yes, and in one sense, no. There's a real divide, I think, at the don't want to say lower level, but for lack of a better word, at the lower level, you know, the people that sort of have up to and around 1,000 subscribers, I think it's really hard for them to break out at the moment. Because I've had people reach out to me and they have good content. They've messaged me and they said, like, do you have any advice for me? And I've sort of like glanced over at their channel, and they're making good content and stuff. And I think at that level, it's very oversaturated and it's hard to break out of that. I think Dan and I had really good timing in when we came over, that we were able to break out of that quite quickly.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, at that. I mean, it's same with any topic you talk about on the internet, right? Where there's like a lot of people making a lot of stuff. It's really hard to like get noticed and get YouTube to go share the content.
That's right.
As soon as you broke past that, then great. As long as your content's good.
That's right. Yeah. And then at that next level, sorry, someone just tipped us. LWB, thank you very much. Not enough slurred words. Give it time. They will come. The end of my last live stream was a shit show. Actually, the beginning wasn't much better either, but. But yeah, on that, like, it is hard to break to that next level. And then you look at the guys like, you know, that are doing really well, like Patty and stuff. Our friends, 2 Passports and 1 Dream.
Yeah, they've just done amazing.
They're breaking out now, and they've had huge gains. So there is that. Like, I think the level that we're at and sort of up, it gets easier, but breaking
it takes time to get there. And there's no easy. It's not like I'll do a video about eating spicy noodles and then I'll go fucking crazy. It's like just hard work and constant content. Seeing what worked, what didn't, and learn from it. If you just put stuff out and then go, oh, YouTube's not. I've had people say to me, YouTube just didn't share me. Well, they will. You have to like look at the analytics and like work it. It's difficult. Otherwise, everyone would do it.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Swedish Globetrotter.
Cheers, bro. Swedish Globetrotter, you look exactly like a friend of mine when I was younger. Every time I see your picture, I think it's my friend Brett, and he's faking it and talking to me, but I don't think that's true.
I might skip the STD visa and stick with the tourist visa. That's a good one. Dan, have you two ever gone out on the town and lost Adam and asked someone where you left your keys? That's just something I would do. I was reading that and then I realized I was like taking a piss out of me. Someone asked why do I have a key on my necklace? It's because my nickname is Keis, and my YouTube channel is just a play on that, how I spell it, but yeah.
Oh, there's a few's come for all at once. I think mine's loading really slow. Where are you from in England, Dan? From Kent and London. What happened to Bangkok Diaries Thailand? I never saw it. Is that a channel?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that channel. That used to come up as like a recommended hashtag for me.
Lots of people left Thailand and couldn't get back or didn't want to and stuff, and channels stopped. Or people got demonetized, like Durko and stuff got demonetized, right?
Yeah, that was a great thing we were talking about last time. And people sent me links afterwards because we talked about someone, Dead Farang. I thought he stopped posting, and someone like sent me a link saying, no, he's still posting, but it's like different content now. So that was really interesting.
He does different content.
Yeah, slightly, well, nowhere's open. Like, he can't go into a
bar.
Like, that was his thing, right? Go into a karaoke bar or whatever and just like flirt with the girls.
Speaking food.
Why do we always do the same topics? Unfortunately, that's a really good question. And
as each other, or
no. I think
repeating ourselves,
repeating the same time. And this is something that we talk about a lot, like together offline. So it's really hard to break away. So if you look at even if you want to look on my channel. So yesterday I did a video in an abandoned hotel, and I get like less than half the views that I would get sticking on brands. So YouTube figures out who you are and who it should send your content to. And if you make different content, it doesn't get to the people it should get to. It gets to the people that it thinks you should be going to. Thank you, Lee. We'll get to that in a second. Oh, yeah.
Cheers, Lee.
You can probably elaborate on that more as well. Mm-hmm.
Even so, last week, if you check my videos, if I make a certain type of video, probably you can guess what about that's going to get a lot of like clicks and views that people want to get. If I make something even slightly just as good quality about a different topic, then it gets no. I went and gave money to the homeless, which, by the way, guys, thank you so much. We raised over $3,000. Yeah. Fucking incredible. But no one watched it. Or you go to an abandoned building like you did, people don't watch it. I fed 100 soy dogs, no one watches it, but it's good content.
And that were great. Like some of your best videos. Like, and I'll text you, I'm like, that's a great video, and they bombed. Like, so
YouTube won't share it.
You almost get pigeonholed into a topic. So I mean, and people have asked me this. Someone just Michael just said Adam has great party videos, And it's something I enjoy doing, but I don't want to do too much of because then I get stuck and that's all I can do after that. So
you have to forever make party videos. You
Yeah.
can never make anything else you want to do.
So
right?
I try and, we try and mix it up as much as we can, but within the same genre.
And at the same time, trying to make a living, right?
Yeah, well, that's it.
You have
Yeah,
to
you
get views
know.
to make a living.
And that's the sad thing. You do need to, chase the algorithm as well and say, okay, every now and then you need to do a baity video that's, I did one, 7 reasons you should come to Thailand. That video takes no skill to put together. It pays the bills. Like,
Right.
I just realized, continuing on this shit show, I ran downstairs to get a charger. We didn't plug it in. Welcome to the world's worst.
It was when I arrived, you was like running around going, I've just arrived, here's my bag, put it down, I've lost my charger. Go down to reception, borrow a charger, setting up. I was like, it'll be fine, mate, don't worry.
Because I was in Pattaya and coming back, and Cynthia was driving, and we were like on time, and then we just hit traffic. Bangkok traffic is getting really bad again. And we hit traffic, and I'm looking at the time, and I'm like, fuck, Dan's going to be here soon, and I need to go live. I said I was going to do 6:45, and
I've got some funny things coming in here, like your party videos, Dan. Thank you. Yep, they're on Patreon.
Dan's party videos are better than my party videos.
They were cool. That was like Geordie Shore set up. British guy. This made me laugh because Brits always say this. Dan, as a fellow Brit, how are your teeth so perfect? And do you have any Thai dentists? I have never had a brace. I didn't even, when I was a kid, I was like, just like any other kid, like trying to avoid brushing your teeth. Your mum forced you and stuff. I'm really lucky. Straight, white. But yeah, come to Thailand, dentist work is cheaper. But
I got my teeth whitened here.
you got it done here? I got it done in the UK.
Yeah. I paid $200. What's that?
In the UK, I paid like £100. And then after that, it was like top ups were like £50 or something.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago, a couple of years ago.
I paid like 200 Australian dollars, and I got my teeth like fully cleaned and whitened, and the whole process took like 3 hours. And like I don't know what a dentist costs in Australia, but if you're in a dentist for 3 hours in Australia, you are paying a shitload of money.
Yeah, right. In the UK, we have the NHS, like free stuff, not dental care, not whitening your teeth.
Yeah.
But I know people that, like my brother got his teeth done, like, because you can come to Thailand and it'll be a bit cheaper. Or in the UK, guys, if you come to Thailand and something goes wrong, what are you going to do? Fly back to Thailand to get it fixed? Like, if you do it in the UK, you can pay installments. My brother did this. He wanted to come and do it. And you're insured and covered, right?
So May's asked a great question. I got asked this in a comment the other day. I said, are you ever scared someone's going to snatch your GoPro when doing these shots from far or going up an escalator? And like my pre-thoughts of Thailand a long time ago was that it's a little bit dangerous and you have to be careful of your belongings and stuff like that. But I have never once felt uncomfortable or unsafe or anything like that here. And I walk down. My camera is always in my hand and I'm not holding onto it tightly. I'm not even paying attention to my surroundings anymore because I'm just so comfortable here. And I don't think that's something you do have to worry about here at all. I put my camera and just go walk for ages and go walk up to it. And I don't think people even notice. So yeah, no, I don't worry about that at all. And that's a really good question.
People just coming in.
I'm so far behind, I'm lagging.
All the messages, because the internet's so bad, it suddenly goes brrr, and drops a load of messages. I go, okay, Dan, I like your tattoos. Thank you very much. Yeah, I have lots of old film tattoos, like his Alfred Hitchcock. I had this done in Thailand just recently, and I've got the old Casablanca scene on the arm here. All done in Thailand too. Thailand tattoos right now are 50% off. I know people that have flown to Phuket just to get a week's worth of tattooing done, shitloads, and flow back, and saved money compared to the cost it would have cost them in the UK, and I'm sure in America and Australia. If anyone's interested in tattooing, now is the time to come because they are all half price.
Peter asked, do you think Bangkok is massively underrated?
Oh, yeah, right?
Yeah. But on the flip side of that, Bangkok is also the most visited city in the world. Mm-hmm. Bangkok airport is the most people come in and through it every year, whatever. So it's really hard to see all of Bangkok because you come here, like I've been here 6 months and I see the same bits.
Yeah, because we're like Sukhumvit, like central, but there is so much of Bangkok. Sometimes we go like Koh San or something up to the bit, but it's massive, right?
Yeah.
But definitely underrated. People land here and then go off to like Pattaya, Phuket, whatever, and maybe they spend like a day, but there's so much more to Bangkok when you get beneath the surface. But it's only after being here for time because I used to hate it.
Keis, have you heard of the Thai rap group Rap Against Dictatorship? They filmed a music video in the middle of the protest. I the name doesn't ring a bell to me, but I've seen some videos of people like rapping in the middle of the protest, so possibly that was the same. And I'm just going to open it on another tab and I'll look at it after this. So thank you. Someone tipped us, but I can't see it. We're lagging.
Oh, yeah,
Kurt Williams, thank you very much.
Cheers, Kurt.
Thank you.
Can you read this?
안녕하세요, Jay Chung. Hello. 안녕하세요. That means hello, Dan.
Oh, I know what it means.
For you to say to your Korean girlfriend. You gotta learn the alphabet, man. Didn't
I learned it a bit and then I've forgotten it because she didn't retest me. She always like...
Did I send you that link of...
Yeah, for learning it. It's relatively simple to learn Korean. It's great. That's why they have such a high literacy, right?
Dawit, I can hear you from the other room. I'm also on the 5th floor. So Dawit is in the same hotel as... Hello!
Bring beer!
Yeah, can you get us beer from the lobby?
For Adam.
We're gonna run out. That isn't what I'm worried about. The only thievery I witnessed in Thailand was my ex-wife. Oops.
Awkward chat here.
Sorry. I need to read the messages before I read them out loud.
Let's read it out loud.
Yeah.
Coming to Thailand for 2 weeks. Thanks for your help, guys. Cool. Kurt, when are you coming? And does this change anyone's... Now the Prime Minister has said maybe not bars open until 2022, till the new year. Will that change people? Do you think a lot of people will go, oh, I'm not coming then? It's a big part of people's life, right?
It really is.
Drinking, right?
But, you know, like, I mean, and not to speak negatively about anyone that comes here, but sex tourism is a major part of the tourism trade here in Thailand. And people come here for that. People come here to hang out in girly bars and cheat on their wives or just have a fling or whatever like that. So it is definitely a thing, and it is a deal breaker for some people at the moment.
Right. And then for Australians, is Thailand... Because in the UK, you can go to like Spain and drink cheaper than Thailand. You could go to Eastern Europe, Romania, and have more, or Amsterdam even, and get the amount you'd spend on flights. It'd be cheaper to go to Eastern Europe than it would Thailand. But for Australians, is Thailand the closest place for that kind of holiday?
Yeah, or Bali.
Oh, Bali, right? Yeah.
Indonesia. Indonesia's super cheap to go to. But no, it's like the go-to for Aussies. We go to Thailand or Bali. It's funny for that, but like, no, I do think until everything is like officially open, it's really hard to get people here, you know?
Even then they're going to go, no, the mask. I've still got to wear a mask.
The mask is a deal breaker for some people, and it's...
You don't... In Pattaya, they wear it around the neck, around the chins, right? I see in Pattaya, like, people like this a lot of the time. Like, they don't care.
Bangkok's getting more and more, and then I see more and more people in Bangkok that are just flat out not wearing them. Like, and they don't have them in their hand or anything like that. Like, they're just YOLOing. But like, it's weird because Bangkok's more strict for the mask thing, but then the bars, like Pattaya is really strict for bars, not
and Bangkok is not strict for bars.
Because the Bangkok police go down to Pattaya and they'll
pull rank on them, right?
Yeah, and they'll shut places down. Is it worth getting an international driver's permit for Thailand? That's a great question, and it depends where you're going. So if you're in Bangkok, I wouldn't bother drive. I mean, you drive around here, right? It's a nightmare.
I drive my girlfriend's car, but you'll never drive. Like, it'll take you 2 hours. You can probably walk it as quick as you drive it right now and get the BTS or scooter, like motorbike. Yeah,
but if you do plan to go regional, like if you want to go up north and trek around and stuff like that, then definitely get an international driver's permit. It's a good thing to have anyway, just so if you do end up getting a bike somewhere, you cover, like, you have
and
the
check
proper...
your insurance too, because like if you crash, have an accident and you didn't have that, sometimes your insurance will not cover you, and then you got to be like flown home for some crazy accident and you're not covered. It'll cost you hundreds, thousands.
Yep.
And also, if you do not, I know this from the UK because I know a guy who crashed and needed to be flown home to the UK. They had to do a crowdfund page. If you don't have a license to drive a motorbike, moped, scooter in the UK, you may not be covered for your insurance to drive one in Thailand. So if you crash, even if you can drive a car, if you crash a motorbike in Thailand, the insurance will find any reason not to pay out, right?
And you're screwed. Like, you don't have a foot to stand on. Like, a leg
you don't have the cash up front.
Yeah,
you're
screwed.
You're fucked.
Franco7 asked a really good question, and we can probably talk for the whole rest of this live stream on this. What are your biggest fails while filming? He had a fail issue today doing an interview. I've had many.
Okay.
Tell me yours.
Roll a second camera at the same time just in case. No, what filming fails? Oh, well, there's been so many times, and you probably had this too with GoPro and other cameras, where audio fails and you watch back and you have like zero audio and you got to like refilm something. That's like a real grind, huh? Stuff in capture, I've had SD cards format. Have you ever had anything where you messed up physically filming?
At
you
your
set
own.
something up? Yeah.
Have you ever done anything that's your own fault? Like I've deleted footage by accident instead of like I've gone to import it and I've deleted
or formatted cards and then gone through
wiped
like
out
Google
card.
like how to get back footage and you have to like scrape your card and get all the footage
Did
back.
you get it back? I did.
Yeah.
I've wiped a card and I couldn't get anything back.
I had to pay.
Okay, so I finished filming a whole vlog and got home, and because I'm like 2 days ahead, I've got like 3 memory cards and I sort of rotate them, and I've just picked up the wrong one the next day and just formatted the card. And as soon as I did it, I knew what I did. I was like,
no.
I just lost a whole vlog.
That's the
A
worst.
full day's work, like down the drain. I've got a good video you should check out after. It's a date fail video. This is my date videos do really well.
Yeah.
And this was going to be like a great video, and the girl's really pretty, and it was like going to be fantastic. And everything that could go wrong in that video went wrong. I had camera issues. I couldn't film. I ended up snapping my mount, and the camera was unusable for the rest of the day. It was a total shit show. God, man. Yeah, microphone's hard.
Audio is a big issue lots of times, right?
Yeah, and it's something you want to get right. So like we both use GoPros, and audio is something we take quite seriously. It's almost as important as the footage.
You can almost forgive not as professional footage. People are so used to watching videos on phones and stuff. Doesn't care. But
You
audio,
get away
if you
with
can't
a lot
hear
more.
it and you can't relate, it wipes out your video, right?
Absolutely. God, yeah, tons.
I challenge you guys to do 2 videos about criticizing the country that pays you. Whoa! I don't comment on that. We love this country, and you probably only read titles because every time we do a video where something's like, don't or something bad here, when we do the video, we're like, it's amazing here.
Yeah.
It's the best country in the world, and the people we meet are amazing. We've only ever said amazing
I've been asked
things.
if we work for the Thailand Tourism Authority.
Because we only ever say amazing
Always like, yeah,
things.
promoting amazing things. And I think we get paid from the US anyway. Do the prices for Farang's Thai bother you? I've had times where it does, and
You were getting that park once that with
yes,
Cynthia, right?
and like in hindsight, maybe I overreacted, but I threw a total tantrum on the day because I was like, I'm not fucking paying more now. Like when there's full tourism, I understand, right? I understand there's a high season and a low season. These people rely on tourism, and they need to capitalize on that. And to be honest, if I had a business here that relied on that, I would do that too. If you can make more money, make more money. Everyone wants more money. So I get that. But I went to a national park and it was 20 baht for Cynthia to get in, and it was like 200 baht for me to get in, which is just like a huge difference. And half the park was closed because of the COVID restrictions. So I was bummed, and I was like, I'm not paying. Like, I'm like threw a big tantrum. I'm like, I'm not paying. I'm not going.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Good.
And then at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? Like, it's $5 or whatever it is. You know, like it's.
I did a whole video on this, and I didn't realize that people were commenting like in the States saying, yeah, like there's if you're in Florida, there's a Florida price for like the theme parks, and then there's like an out of state or international price, whatever it was. In Europe, we don't really. I don't know in the UK. I don't know there's ever been any different charging for like based on you being a tourist or not. That would be a big deal in the UK.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't do that in
You couldn't
Australia.
do that.
That's like.
But it exists in America, but like people in Vegas got different prices to people out of state. It's
That's
all to do
true,
with
that's
like
true.
tax, local people paying taxes into these like amenities and the foreigners not.
And that's the reason.
I get it.
And that's the justification behind it. Yeah. Jade Gumbleton, hey guys, no questions, just wanted to say hi and great to see you answer everyone's questions. Thank you, Jade.
Cheers. What's your favorite editing software? That's quick. Adobe Premiere Pro, Final Cut.
No, Adobe Premiere. I hate Adobe. I wanted to get good on Adobe Premiere Pro because it's a very good program. I think Final Cut is just as good, and I can do everything
Yeah, Final Cut is just good.
that you can do on Premiere. But Premiere is a more, I guess, a prestigious software to use, but it's so heavy. And my computer lags with it. I fly through Final Cut Pro. It's so much.
Well, I learned on Final Cut. And when I worked like in TV, they all used Final Cut, and Premiere was like, because Photoshop and Premiere are both Adobe. That was meant for like designers,
Right?
You know, and the TV industry were using Final Cut.
And that's a similar comparison to Photoshop and Lightroom.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Like I can get everything I need on Lightroom, but like Photoshop is just, it's so intense. Like you can do absolutely everything imaginable. But yeah, it's too much almost.
I
Sorry,
didn't get that. Could you try again?
did you hear that? Siri talks to me sometimes. Yeah, go.
So no, Vic, I think you mistaked me. So crazy to see Dan here on YouTube. We've done 2 rounds in Afghanistan, the British Army in 2017 together. Wasn't me, bro, and I would never have stolen valor. I would never do that. I've got so many friends in the army, incredible people and family. That wasn't me. But I do have a lot of friends who might have been with you in Afghan in 2017.
You went to war.
I didn't. Although I went to Cyprus while all my friends were there. 20, I can't remember what year it was, and they all came back, and we all chilled in Cyprus together. Maybe you saw me in Cyprus chilling with the army.
It's all you.
Crazy stories in Cyprus. You never. I guess Australians don't go to Cyprus. All the Brits will know. Do you think there'll be Songkran celebrations going ahead this year? That's April. That's a long way. That's another 5 months away, right? I think. Yeah,
so.
And it's important to the Thais too. It's really important to them. I think they do everything. If like the PM they paid out a lot of money and he's been justifying it for New Year's celebrations. I just read about him justifying this money he spent out for it. So if they're going to do New Year's celebrations, unless there's another like spike and it brings them back down, they're going to do Songkran, yeah.
Dawit asked, Keis, can I come and say hi? Can you do me a favor? This is a big ask. Can you run down to the lobby and get like 3 Leos?
And if you show up 3 Leos,
and bring it to bring it to the room and room 53.
You guys got to wait now to see if someone on our live chat actually is in this hotel and randomly going to come
bring beers, or do a whole bunch of people just rock up?
We're getting robbed. This is such a plan. Guys, if we get mugged, we'll leave.
Yeah, it's this guy. It's this guy. Whatever his name is, he robbed us. If this live stream just cuts and there's no uploads tomorrow, we're dead. It's funny, other people have said bring them beer, they won't say no. If you pay me back. Yeah, of course. I got cash here. Let's do it.
This goes through. This is so weird.
This would be so
We're
good.
Live on the internet and then someone in the same hotel.
Please bring beer. We were downstairs, we were like, how many beers are we gonna need? 6 should be enough. And then maybe not.
Anyone can be in our lives if they bring beer. That's a rule.
Oh, this is a good question. Ticket to Ride said, when all the vloggers come back to Bangkok, do you have a plan up your sleeves to create content that's better? Do you have a plan up your sleeve?
I don't
Are
like
we
to plan
already
too much.
better?
I don't like to plan too much. I follow. I'm only ever trying to beat myself, right? I don't look at other vloggers. Like, what's he doing? I look at my own content and everything else and like my own stuff and go, what can I do this better? And also, what interests me? Like, I could quite easily go and film content I know is going to make loads of money. I could just film like girls at night and do that and stuff, but I don't want to. I want to make stuff that's fun. Like the reason I gave up my job, my life back home wasn't to come here and just make like crap content that I know is going to get clicks. I want to make stuff I like.
Yeah. Thank you, Brad.
Brad, cheers.
And I'll elaborate on that too, because that's quite a good question. And we've both talked about this quite a lot. So at the moment we're doing daily vlogs, and we have not lowered the quality. We're not reaching what we're capable of producing every day. So to put out a video, shoot, edit, and upload every single day is very labor intensive. Right. And if we back down to going every second day, you'd be surprised at how much the production value could go up. I have much better cameras, so does Dan, and we don't even use them because the GoPro is just so easy to get exactly what you need. And I can shoot a vlog in less than an hour, and I can get all this big. I shot one of my videos within 100 square meters, just as a personal challenge to myself. And I made it look like I went all around the city.
And it made you money, right? And it did well, like clips, whatever.
That's it, yeah. a one battery vlog is good, but
it annoys you.
But and funnily enough, they're often the videos that do the best.
Yeah.
And we talk about this. Sometimes you pour your heart and soul into a video and you put out something like, this is a great video, and it doesn't hit. But no, we can definitely up the quality. Both of us,
And on that actually, so my last 2 videos, I've taken a break and gone every other day for the last 2 videos only. And the difference between my old videos and when I've got a whole day to edit, like if you've seen in those videos, like I did a Ladyboy interview video and I went to Chinatown, like production is so much better. And that's, I don't know if you're going to follow eventually, but if you do less videos at
definitely
better quality,
I do want to. And
you can't go live, you can't go every day forever.
You can't. Right? Yeah, but it's like, oh, this legend is rocked up.
There's a knock at the door. Keys, you're gonna get mugged, mate. I got a bottle, Sam. Got a bottle, Sam.
Is there a peephole?
He's gonna get mugged. Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
Yeah. I can actually hear you guys from when I was going by. I can actually hear you guys. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Come in, bro.
Fucking legend, man.
guys when I was going by. I was being serious.
Thanks, man. Thank you so
I like
much.
the videos. I like the videos.
Cool, man. What room are you in?
For you.
Okay. Oh, right next door.
Really?
Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all
We'll pop
good.
around later and say
Someone
hi.
has really come in and like delivered us beer that was watching us online. What a legend, man.
Yeah. So the poor guy is in the room next door. And like we have to talk really loudly for this, and that like just to show when you talk loudly your energy goes up and you look more interesting on camera. What a fucking legend.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
I missed all these comments that came in while that was happening. Like, I like this.
We're at 8-minute vlogs are too short. I 100% agree. But like
You
for
can't do
editing
more than
every
that
day.
Yeah. Editing is the one. You could film a 20-minute vlog in like a few hours.
Dan
what it
can
is.
talk for 2 hours every day.
Easily. I could do a 24-hour, like, remember Big Brother back in the day? I could just go live and talk all day. But the editing is the thing
It's the editing that kills. And it's like, you know, I've compared like with other vloggers that I watch, like I watch Keis Neistat, and he used to do an hour a minute at one point.
Oh, yeah?
So for him to do an 8-minute video was 8 hours of like a good quality production thing. And I'm much shorter than that,
Yeah.
but you know, you do get to a point where like 1 extra minute takes a whole lot longer. And it like we'd love to, really love to, but just for
It's about, like, remember we have to live too, right? And you have to earn money and pay the bills. It's like yesterday's video, I did that Ladyboy interview in a whole documentary style. It's like 25 minutes. It took a full 9 in the morning, 9 at night, almost 10 to 9, full day. And that's going to earn me as much money as another short one.
yeah, and just like, and not even just for the money, just for your sanity. You
Yeah.
know, you know, if you want to go have a social life, Dan's got a girlfriend, you know, and he has to spend time with his
Got to
girlfriend.
put in the time there, haven't I?
It's much easier for me. I'm single, you know, and I can sort of schedule my time around, okay, I want to go on a date on Friday, means I'll do more work on Thursday. But Dan has to be home every night, so.
I've got a curfew for my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Are these comments coming in?
Are you not getting the comments?
No, mine stopped ages ago.
For the dude next door, do you have terrible internet as well?
Are we squashing the bandwidth for the whole floor? Dan said on his first beer. No. Second.
No.
My second beer.
Oh, I thought you were on your third.
My third beer. No, I'm not. Second beer.
Are you seeing a flow of tourists? Yeah, we're both in Bangkok. Are you seeing a flow of tourists? You know, yes. And I'm actually meeting more people. You know, over the last few weeks of being here in Bangkok, I'm running into more and more people on the street that know who we are. And they say, oh, you got me through quarantine. Or like, you know, I watched your videos, like got so hyped up to come here. I met like a really cool guy last night in Pattaya, and he's like, man, like I was just like so excited to watch your guys' videos before I came over. So
Nice. You know, I didn't tell you, but I'm telling you now. Someone in my condo went to pick up food. Was it last night or the night before from the front? And as I came back, he went, hey, you know Keis? I was like, yeah. And he's like, what do you think about going to Khao San now? I was like, I've not been at night, but obviously you saw like Adam did and stuff. And he was like in my condo and he knew you and knew me and like watched us, which sometimes scares me a little bit because people know where we live. But he was a really nice guy. It's weird that a city of like 12 million people, how many times you bump into people you know.
that's it, yeah. I mean, we've bumped into each other. I've seen people.
Walk down the street, went, I didn't know you were coming here, man. And we see each other.
Yeah.
How's Steve, Dan? I lost him, man. On that Chinatown vlog I did, I had a scorpion that I named Steve that I tried to eat, but it didn't go well. Put it in my pocket and lost him.
Way to ask, where's the singers? There's only Leo in this hotel. And like.
And Chang.
Oh, and Chang, yeah. Someone said to me the other day, like, Chang is the best beer, you're wrong. And I was like, I am not wrong. It's a personal thing, of course.
We can't be friends if you like Chang. No,
No, you can be.
I've
That
drunk
means you're not going to
before,
drink my beers in the fridge.
Yeah, right.
If you drink Chang, you can be my friend.
I used to get, remember on Khao San you get the big tall Chang like towers and you'd pour your own beers on the table?
Yeah.
But sometimes, I don't know if it's just Chang being so dark, but I thought they spiked it with whiskey a little bit too. But why would they do that? Because that would just be more expensive. But it always tastes really strong. But I think it's just Chang has got that dark taste.
Yeah, they're a bit more heavy.
It's too much, yeah.
Um,
Too much for little old Dan. Delicate Dan. I'm from a country of drinkers. Every British guy is like, who the fuck is this guy representing?
And I love like milking that. Dan can drink. Like it's just an ongoing joke we have.
I only drink to get like wasted and then so I don't do the daily. You drink every day, right? You drink
Jesus,
beers
come
every
on,
day.
man. Like
He drinks every day. I think he's a classified, I think that's certified alcoholic official, and I'm joking.
I don't.
But you
just borderline.
you drink every day, which means you build up a resistance. So I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
will get drunk much quicker, which is only good because it's cheaper. I go there like quicker and stuff. Like
I only drink to get drunk, but unfortunately, like a lot of the socializing I do revolves
of
around
course.
drinking.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I
You're single, meeting girls, you're gonna drink, right?
yeah,
I don't go home and drink.
I
with my
honestly haven't had
girlfriend.
a night off in a while, which is concerning.
What a poor fella! You poor guy. He's had a night off between meeting girls and drinking. What a horrible life.
Yeah, and I realized that recently because I like do these trips, right? I'll go down to Pattaya, and then when I get there, I'm like, I gotta see all my Pattaya friends, and then we're like just drinking, and then I get back to Bangkok, and my friend's like, hey, we're gonna catch up. You've been in Pattaya, so it's a vicious cycle. Does Yorkies still exist in Pattaya? What's Yorkies? Do you know Yorkies?
No.
Yorkshire pudding. That sounds like
Yorkshire pudding.
sounds like something I would never have, and something you would probably.
Yorkshire pudding's on a roast dinner.
So Yorkshire pudding in it.
Yorkshire pudding goes on your roast dinner with your meat and veg, and it's like, yeah, dough. It's nice. You don't have that in Australia? I thought we would have given that to you.
Maybe we didn't want it.
Did you guys do roast dinners on a Sunday? Sorry, on that note, Australians.
Not
Old
really.
school.
Like my parents will make like my mum likes cooking. She does like roast dinners sometime, but it's not a tradition thing. It's just
The more the generations are going down, Australia's losing those like or the old British traditions, I guess. And 'cause sometimes you say things that are like more Americanized, and I'm like, oh, you say that?
Yeah.
I just assume you're like
yeah,
the same as the UK.
I do
I'm
like
oh.
yeah, sidewalk and
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you said garbage or something. You
Yeah.
said trash or what? I can't remember.
I've picked up all these things subconsciously. I have no idea when I started saying sidewalk because Australians do not call it a sidewalk,
You call it a path?
footpath.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I say sidewalk. I say trash. Some Australians say trash, but it's more garbage. And it's
picked
just
them
funny
up
you just pick them up.
international.
It was possibly when I lived in Korea because they don't
They
understand.
speak international. Well, everyone learns American. When someone says they learn English here, they
You
don't.
learn
They learn
American,
American,
yeah.
right?
And I realized I started spelling mum like we spell M-U-M to say mum for mother.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
But Americans say M-O-M. And
Yeah.
I realized that at some point I've started saying M-O-M for ease of the people that I'm talking
Really?
to.
Yeah. You're right.
And
yeah.
now like I would text my mom like, hey mom, what are you doing? And she's like, why the fuck are you
Why are
saying
you calling me mom?
yeah, it was mom. So
What's a mom?
You left Australia. You didn't go to America.
Yorkies was a restaurant in Pattaya. It's ran by a guy from Middlesbrough. Oh, I don't know. Well, the trouble is, right now where everything's so shut, sometimes you'll struggle to like. I remember walking down the streets looking for a restaurant, and there are some open still, more now than like 3 months ago. But it took a long time to find even somewhere open. Like the Weatherspoons or Witherspoons, is closed and relocated. I think many have. It's a shame.
Yeah.
But let's hope 2022 by the sounds of it.
Sasha asked, can we do a meet and greet party? We definitely, that's something we've talked about and we want to do something like that. So it's probably easier once tourism resumes. Because I get so many people reach out to me like, hey, let's grab a beer sometime. And I don't ever want to turn down a beer, but unfortunately, like it's a time thing. And the times I do have to go out drinking, I want to go with my friends and stuff. But we want to do these events where like it can be us. We've got other YouTuber friends here in Thailand. We can all get together and just have like a meetup sort of thing. So that will definitely be a thing that we do in the future.
I think when November finishes, like we're going to December, gets more
Maybe
tourists here and
New
stuff,
Year, yeah.
and maybe also it'll coincide with you not doing every day and me not doing every day. It'll give us more time and freedom to do these things, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I don't think I would imagine by the end of the year we're not both doing daily.
No.
But it is a good grind. I want to hit 100. I've got this like thing in my head that I want to hit 100 videos in a row. I think I'm at 80 something in a row at the moment.
I've seen. Have you seen Bald and Bankrupt?
I have, but
Channel,
not for a while. Oh, that
I
was
haven't
the
seen
money
him in ages,
question.
no. 3.25 million subs, yeah.
So-
I remember him before.
This is a really good question because subs don't equate to money.
Yeah.
It's 100% views. So some people have like high subs and low views. We get more views than a lot of people with our level of subscribers get,
And where the views are from.
and where the views are
These are
from.
important.
Oh, that's a huge.
If all your
thing.
views were from a, let's call them like a
Let's say the
tier-
Philippines. The
yeah,
Philippines.
Philippines.
The Philippines, you get $1 per 1,000 views.
But then I did a video the other day, the Chinatown one. I'm getting $9 per 1,000 views, for example. So 9 times, because they're Americans mostly watching, or the UK, like somebody watching from America is worth 9 times what someone is watching from the Philippines. So if your channel is concentrated on people watching from these tier 2 ad revenue countries, then it doesn't matter. You could have 1 million views and not make any money.
Yeah, and it depends entirely on your audience as well, and what ads are they seeing, right?
Yeah.
So if like you've done this, like beauty people and stuff that are selling products, like people that do makeup and hair and stuff like that, they make a lot of money because they advertise products that people will buy. Hopefully for us, as travel starts to resume, people will book flights and stuff and hotels from
let's
us,
hope.
and that will help our
Travel
thing.
companies want to advertise on our videos.
On average, we make around $5 for every 1,000 views.
I think that's the average. Yeah.
And then when you go back and look at a video, so we do daily videos, and say you make 10,000 views on a video, that's only, what did we work it out? 30% of your views for the day is what comes from that video.
All your other videos
are constantly ticking away in the background. My videos from 5 years ago that I shot back in Korea are still getting views. I think people go back and they want to see your old videos.
And sometimes it's weird what spikes. Like I waited a month almost, and then suddenly a slum video started getting like a few thousand views a day and making lots of money. Because maybe someone shared it somewhere, maybe something, like you never know why YouTube starts sharing something later on. My visa does expire in the middle of December, and I'll be doing a run somewhere, probably. We'll see. That'll be exciting. We'll see what happens then.
Oh, you guys should both do a video trying all different bugs. You've eaten bugs.
I've got a video, I cooked them in my house, in my condo. I'm like frying up worms and eating like tentacle of octopus and cockroach. What else did I try? Some horrible salmon guts. And I ate a scorpion the other day. And you've done it on Khao Road drunk?
Yeah, I've eaten them all. Like,
eat the cockroaches.
One of those like, I'll do it if you do it to your mates. Yeah, I'll fucking do it.
Yeah, I'll eat a fucking cockroach.
And scorpions,
I'll
right?
snort a worm. Good man up.
Yeah, bugs. I would do it, like, I definitely want beers first.
Oh, yeah.
Richard Travel is here. Hey, how you doing? Big guest, retired working for you. Retired working for you is awesome.
Yeah, great.
And Richard Travel has a great, he's just jumped over to the other thing. Richard Travel has a great YouTube channel as well. So awesome interviews and stuff.
Are your audience mainly US, UK, Australia? They're my top
divided almost
3, I think. Mine's like 25% UK, 25% US, which is good for my ad revenue, obviously.
Yeah. I
don't know how far behind my comments are. We've got different internet speeds on two laptops
two different
next to
computers
each other.
on the same Wi-Fi. Sorry, we're just like our internet here lags, and then all of a sudden all these comments will just come through.
What's your favorite area to live in Bangkok?
Ooh.
If you had to choose one, I had to choose one. It's always probably going to be the same area. Like around the Asok area is like ideal, right?
Yeah, but you live.
I live in Tong Lo.
Okay,
I would never.
I didn't know you wanted to say that.
Yeah, like I said, I live in Tong Lo, which is a few stops down, but I wouldn't choose to live there.
Yeah.
My girlfriend chose to live there. Probably watching. I wouldn't choose to live there.
Well, you're stuck there now, aren't you?
It's alright. It ends at the end of the year. I think I change.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You should lock something in now. Almost.
Maybe I've talked about that. Well, the prices are low.
The prices are low. I'm apartment hunting at the moment, and I mean, I've done all these videos on Airbnb and how cheap everywhere is on Airbnb, and just in the last 2 weeks, everything has shot up. Like I was getting these $10 a night, $11 a night video hotel rooms, and then now I can't find anything under $20 a night. So I'm worried that apartments are going to go up at the same rate. So I'm trying to lock in something as soon as possible, and I think you should
moving fast, right?
Move, yeah.
I told you guys, if you're coming here, even if it's months time, even if you're not 100% sure, book it now, because it's free cancellation on like Booking.com or Agoda, so it doesn't matter. Book it because the prices are shifting quick.
What is the best dating app in Thailand? So there's 2 go-tos. So Tinder I use. Tinder is the best, I think. But Thai Friendly is a very good one as well. It's sort of the same. But you'll find on Tinder, the girls that are on Tinder are more so looking to meet foreigners. So like it's much easier to match. I've never used Thai Friendly. I don't know if that's not any good or whatever, but like Tinder is enough. You can't keep up sort of on there.
How many dates can you go on? What do you think of the Silom area? I've only been there for a Pong and I met a friend there, but it's a bit out, like Sukhumvit and the like central few stations, like it's almost like everything I do is there. You ever go to Ceylon?
Ceylon? Yeah, a
Yeah.
little bit, but like
Not so much.
I want to go. Like I want to be on the BTS.
Yeah.
Club Fillers, thank you very much. That was a bullshit sip. You are fucking.
I'm
finishing
nearly
that.
finished.
You are finishing that. Fucking hell. We got homeboy next door bought us like 2 beers. He's watching over there and he's
This is beer
pissed
number
off.
3. My girlfriend's watching now. She's like, Dan, you're going to be drunk. You're going to come in here stinking of booze.
The poor dude next door that bought us beer. Oh, Dan's gonna vomit, so I'll just take over. Oh, someone asked about Cynthia. So I've just spent the last 2 days with Cynthia. So she will be in tomorrow's vlog.
This bottle opener just bent as I tried to open it.
It's your.
This is a good
It's these
bottle
guns.
opener.
Look at that.
The gym has not been here since...
No, sorry. So I just spent 2 days down with Cynthia down in Pattaya, and she just drove me here. So we did a little bit of work together. We're actually going to go up to Chiang Rai. Did you get it open? Yeah, cool. We're going to go to Chiang Rai in a week or two, back to the orphanage. We've raised like a whole bunch of money for that. So definitely be featuring more. She only just got out of quarantine, so we've been waiting for that. If you saw, I went to visit her in quarantine. The video I put out, the video I put out called "They Saved Me." I went and a day of me hanging out with friends, and I went and visited Cynthia when she was in quarantine. She was like up on the 4th floor. I was like waving to her. Hey, Ian, thank you. Oh, you're gonna kill Dan. It's the Kill Dan competition.
Ben, Kanchana Brewery, my government's been really wanting to take me, but we've never, every time we've gone to go at the weekend, it's like rained. Have you ever been there before? It's where like the Death Railway, that built that World War II railway there, and it's like a really cool, like a river there and really cool accommodation. It's like, you know when somewhere's quintessentially Thai, like jungle, like, you know, huts and like beautiful. It's there, I've seen it, and I really want to go more places like that.
Jumbo Jet Canada asked, you exclusively wear Off-White. I don't
Sponsored.
just wear Off-White, and you're not entirely wrong there. So a lot of my clothes lately have been Off-White. So since I've come to Thailand, I haven't been able to buy, I can't find clothes here that are my size or that I like. And all the, like I have bought knockoffs here, but they're terrible quality, and I washed them once and they shrink and they're shit, like just shitty Supreme shirts and stuff. So I get them sent to me from an online store that sort of, we have a little bit of a deal going on. But they're all the unsuccessful so Off-White bring out shirts that are really popular and really expensive, and I get the cheap ones. I'm not paying $500 for a t-shirt, so I just get the $20 to $30 ones. And they're just the leftovers basically. So they're often old stock or stock that wasn't popular or whatever. This one's legit. I haven't worn any fake ones for a while. I bought some fake shirts when I was in Pattaya.
I saw them in MK, in MBK. As well, right?
They're fucking terrible.
Are they
I
terrible?
bought them once before because I was like, I've needed a t-shirt, and you wear it. They're small to start with. Like they don't have, I like really big. Like this is XL. And I bought really big ones, and anyway, they shrink. Like one wash and they're done. So if you ever see me wear a shirt once and never again, that's
Closed in Thailand. It was like, people could say to me, do like a fake mall, like go to the fake mall, show us that. But I bought that t-shirt before, and then when I've washed it a couple of times, another print started coming out underneath it. So they've obviously like, I don't know, bleached the t-shirt and then reprinted it, and it started coming through with something else. And I was like, these cheap motherfuckers.
Go on a drift, which used to be Sammy Insight, the YouTuber. I missed the first, and he was previously my flatmate and my best mate back in Australia. I missed the first 25 minutes. People just asked us about visas, basically, for the first 20. No, I'm just kidding. It's much the same shit. You haven't missed much.
Affordable condos, Bangkok, where you've been looking around. There's loads. You
Yeah.
see a building, go into it.
And that's entirely the best way. So
Yeah.
I find places on RentHub. Rent Hub. The other one doesn't work in this country anyway. RentHub, you can go on there, and it's a great place to find condos, but then you find price. So I am hoping to spend between 10 and 15,000 baht a month. So I look for ones that are sort of 20 to 25,000, and then you go into them, and that's where you negotiate the price. And the places are all super flexible on prices at the moment.
In the old days, a couple of years ago, you'd use an agent. Have you ever been here before? My government, you use an agent, and you pay 1 month's like rent to the agent. Like agents are almost a thing in the past now. COVID times, everyone's like got signs up. You can go in and get an amazing deal. Just go in.
Yeah, go in is the best way, because online prices, a lot of them are the old online prices as well.
Yeah.
So For example, my last apartment that I had in Ratchathuli, I think the advertised price was 20,000, and I ended up getting it for 10,000. There was a lot of back and forth over about 2 days for me to get that price. But
they'll go to it because there's no one here.
Yeah, there's
right?
no one here, right? Like when I was there, the place was empty.
And they want to lock in like what are them? Normally they want a year.
Yeah,
right?
a big contract. So at the moment, I'm trying to find a year's contract because the prices are so good and they're about to go up. So I want to get something good and lock it in for a year, and that's why I'm saying
You should 7 to 10 and then lock in for a year. You're laughing, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Crazy.
I was at a friend's place the other night. She lives in Asok, and she's got like this amazing view over the city. It's just a studio, but it's a really big one. It's big enough to have a bed, a couch, and like a whole sitting area, and then like floor to ceiling windows, and you just look out over the city. And she's paying 7,000 baht a month, which is nothing, right? What's that?
Shit, 84,000 a year. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Just
Thank you very much, Franco.
while he edits. Good man.
We feel your pain. Don't worry, we feel your pain. The edit. You know, for me, the edit is the part I love the most, right? Like the filming for me is easy. It's the edit that I put the most work into because I think that's what I'm best at. And it's just sometimes it can just feel like it's taking. I was editing. It felt like all day today, and I've only got 4 or 5 minutes done.
Yeah. As when you, especially like an intro section, and like we do
the
it,
intro
you
is
edit
good.
for like ages, and you're like, yeah, and you're like an hour's gone by, and you've done like 36 seconds.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah. The intros
spent way too long. on
I
this
now
bit.
do the intros last
Oh really?
because for my intros I use clips throughout the video.
Yeah, you do right. So you just find the message, and then drag.
So then I
as you edit, you cut a little bit and then drag it to the front. As you see something good, you
Yes.
like, is that your flow?
Yeah,
You go,
yeah.
that's good. Whack it to the front. I'll come
Yeah.
to it later.
Yeah. And the most painful part for my edits is I edit to music, right? And all my cuts are to the beat. And I'm quite into music, so I understand like 4/4 music, right? 4 beats to the bar, and I'm listening for when I think I should change clips. And so I put the clip down and then I listen to the music, and if it cuts off at the right point, then I'll cut it there. But if sometimes that clip should be longer than the music allows, so I'm like, okay, I need to save that clip for later. But I've just spent 10 seconds looking at this same clip and to music, and then I drag something else down, and then I play it, cut it to the music, then I put the next one down, and then I go back and make sure the cut makes sense, because you can't go from a pan left to a pan left, otherwise it looks weird. So, there's just so much to it. Anyone else that makes videos and edits, you will totally understand the pain.
We can talk about YouTube and editing like all day long, right? But I think a lot of our viewers watching this aren't editors.
Yeah, sorry, if you're falling asleep, let us know.
Gone Adrift, Premiere Pro. I haven't used Final Cut since Final Cut 7. That's what I learnt on.
And so Gone Adrift, I just recommended him to move from Final Cut. No, sorry, from Premiere to Final Cut, only because of computer lagging issues.
I've hit me up. I had the computer lagging. I told you there was that, like, it took me ages scrolling through forums, and I found a setting, software only setting, when you set up your program, when you
Is that
set
a
it up.
proxy thing?
No, you're like, hit me up on email. My email is on my account, and I can show you some settings for Premiere Pro that might make it not lag at all.
Or
Mine
just
was lagging
I'll
crazy.
give you his
Yeah.
my mate. So I'll give you Dan's contact, and you can
When I'm
hit him
sitting,
up.
anyway, I'll tell you.
Maze, that's a great question. How long did the Ladyboy opening shot edit take with the
Mine? Fuck yeah. It took too long because I hadn't done masking for years. So when you see it's cropped around her and the title went like behind her, but that's one shot. I had to like cut around her basically, and then as she moved, like go with her. And it's not perfect because I didn't want to spend too long. It took a long time. It took me like an hour to like learn it and do it, but I could have spent another hour like getting it perfect.
Yeah.
But it looked cool. Like the intro on a YouTube video is the most important bit because once you've got someone past 30 seconds, they're likely to like
That's it,
stay
yeah.
longer. So you obsess over the first 30 seconds, right?
My thing is, if I can keep people at a minute, I've got them.
Yeah.
And that's I put the most work into the first minute to try and capture people, and there's so much thought goes into that. Like the music I choose and everything is so based around like what is going to grab people in the first minute. And just on that, so Jessica's just messaged saying don't like the music stopping and starting. And some people don't, but I do get a lot of people that do. And I think that's what sort of makes my videos unique from other people's videos here. It's not a style that I've come up with at all. It's entirely copied, but I think it's unique to Thailand vloggers, and it's something I enjoy doing. I like the B-roll and everything, and I like telling a story through music and through and through the visuals. The hardest thing for us, and I'm sure you find this, if I look at my analytics of who's watching, I have 17-year-olds watching and I have 65-plus-year-olds watching.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And the amounts of each is very similar. So it's impossible to find music that caters to all. So I think the most essential thing is just to be yourself and have your own brand. And this is what I do because I like it.
Make
And
what
if-
you like. That's what we're talking about this video, right? Make what you like.
If you like it, follow me. If you don't like it, that's totally cool. People tell me like, oh, you should do something else. And I'm like, well, no, if you don't like it,
Watch
watch someone else.
You should film more of the streets and the ladies. Well, there's loads of content about that if you want to go and watch it. That's not this channel. Are you delayed? Did Kurt?
Oh, I am delayed. Thank you very much, Kurt.
And he says recommendations for tattoo shots. Bangkok, Pattaya. Okay, California Ink here in Bangkok is the best. His whole though.
Fucking this guy.
The whole USP for that shop is that they've got some of the best artists in Thailand. Didn't speak great English, and he's an Australian guy, set up this business, and he helps like translate. So you get the best Thai artists at the best price and what you wanted, like Alfred Hitchcock, and like these guys are proper realists, and all the other stuff that I do, like, and right now it's 50% off, right? Fucking amazing.
Someone just asked, what's the best nightlife spot, Bangkok or Pattaya? 100% Bangkok
100%.
at the moment. If you haven't seen my video, check it out. I did a video where I was dating with a girl. There's a girl with bright pink hair in the thumbnail. Click that. I go to Khao San Road, and it is going off on a Saturday night. It resembles what it used to be like. There's people dancing in the street.
Khao San, Nana, everything. When we had drinks the other night, and we finished at like 10:30, which is way past alcohol time, because it's officially closing at 9 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
When you go into the street in Nana, it was so busy. There was girls everywhere. People. We could have continued drinking.
Yeah.
It's like it never happened. It's back to normal Bangkok.
Yeah.
Pattaya is dead, unfortunately.
Keis, where are your tattoos? I never got them. All my friends in Australia got them. Like there was just this phase, like everyone just started getting tattoos, and I never wanted to do something that everyone else does. Like I hate following people. I wanted to be sort of my own person. And then when everyone got tattoos, I was like, I don't want tattoos because all you guys have them.
I got way too many. I got them for you,
but
man.
You got them for me. Yeah,
I got them enough for both of us.
I
I'm like
do
a
think
colouring
about it
book,
sometimes
essentially.
because I love them and I love them on other people. I like looking at them. I just don't, and I changed my mind so much, right? So anything I would have gotten 5 years ago, I would probably hate now. I've lost the internet.
Oh yeah.
I've lost the internet.
No, I'm the same. Like no matter if you get tattoos, I would like some of them forever. Some you never will. You can never make a decision now.
Do you have any that you hate?
Not that I hate, but some will be like, oh, I wish I'd done that. Because I mean, you're never the same person from age like 15 to 20, 20 to 25. It's like, you are never going to be the same, and you're making a commitment on your skin forever, right? It's a scary thing.
Yeah.
But also, like, I can't make decisions based now on what I might think in the future, or I would never have come to fucking Thailand and given up my life if I was really thinking about the future, right?
Yeah.
I'd never make many decisions based on what I'll think when I'm 65, because I might not get there.
Yeah, it's really funny. My brother, like I'm not shitting on him here, it's just like a funny story. So my brother came home when we used to live together. He came home one day and he was like, he'd been out drinking all night, had like a wild night. It must have been a really wild night. Anyway, he came home, he was like a mess. I was like, nice tattoo, bro. And he's like, what? And he looked down and he's like, oh fuck.
He had a tattoo?
Yeah, had one of those like, go out, get drunk, get a tattoo. He got it covered up, now has like a really sick one. But stories like that are cool too. Like for me, if I got tattoos, I'd want something like that. Like I'd want to have a story. So like, I'd be happy with, if I had tattoos, I'd want shit tattoos everywhere. And I'd be like, huh, that's the time I got wasted.
Yeah, nice, yeah.
Yeah, and I did this and this
I got a lot of mine traveling. Like, well, I had one on my, also got covered up, had it on my ribs of a girl's name that I really hadn't been dating for that long. But I got really drunk in New Orleans, Louisiana. If anyone's from New Orleans, what's the main drinking street called? Bourbon Street,
Yeah.
I guess. And it's like, and there's just strip clubs and drinking out on the street and that. And I got a tattoo on my ribs of this girl's name, and I was like, what the fuck did I do? Come out to England and got it covered like with roses and shit. I was like, what?
But there's a cool story behind it.
There's a story, right?
Yeah,
so now I've got roses there. They're in the right light. You can sort of see some coming through, and I'm like,
oh, you can.
That's my story. Not really. And then I had another tattoo half over it, so it's like definitely covered.
Yeah. We are seriously lagging here on the internet. So I've checked into this hotel. For those of you that haven't been here
Bourbon
since
Street,
the
yeah.
beginning, I'm here at this hotel and the Wi-Fi is terrible. So my phone now is just streaming off my phone. I've got 5G. And then this says cannot connect to internet. But this computer is working completely fine.
I got it.
Two of the same computers connected to the same Wi-Fi, and we're struggling on one of them.
Dan, tomorrow isn't promised, right? Exactly. Tattoo today. Tomorrow's not promised. No, I mean, I make all my decisions based on. I mean, both of us have just given up our life in the West and come here and work here like this. We both have a similar kind of mindset between like. I mean, we're not stupid enough to like not have plans for the future or something in place, money, whatever it is. But yeah.
And just to touch on that comment from Brad, if you're the same mentality at 40 as you are from 20, you just wasted 20 years.
Yeah, right.
And you're entirely right. But I think also there's some core values that you just keep to yourself, right? So I do have some of the same values at I'm not quite 40, like fucking ease up on that. I'm 38. It's just around the corner, but I do have some of the same values that I had from when I was 20. And other things you obviously like you evolve as a person, you know. It's amazing how much you change and you mature as a person just through life experience. Have we lost internet on both?
Yeah. I think so. What is coming through here? Well, there's a
Yeah.
question here about would 1 million baht be enough to stay in Southeast Asia for 24 months? I mean, yes. Like, yes. It depends on your lifestyle. We say this in all our videos. We've
1
probably got
million
loads of
baht?
like, what's that, 20, I don't know what it is, £20,000. Like, yeah, easily. It depends what kind of lifestyle you want though, right? Like you could spend all that in like half a year if you wanted to, or you can make it last a really long time. Depends on what standard of living you want and whereabouts it is and where you're traveling. But yes.
Is 5G worth getting if you come on holiday? This is a great question that I can answer right now. My phone is connected to 5G, and if you can see us clearly, that means it's working good. This computer is trying to keep up.
Internet speeds generally not
and
this.
my other one is not.
Not this hotel, but internet speeds in generally in Thailand are far better than the UK. If you watch it from the UK,
It's quite funny that my phone has better quality than the Wi-Fi that we're
5G
in now.
here is great. Wi-Fi in this hotel, but also I've had speeds like we have high
Is
packages
this
in the
defamation?
UK.
We're not going to get sent to prison, are we?
Oh, yeah, no.
This hotel is amazing. Thank you very much for an amazing
No.
stay.
Don't send us to
The
prison.
Wi-Fi is not great, but it's not the Wi-Fi company's fault. It's probably my computer's fault.
Covered it. Nailed it.
Nailed it. I don't see the comments quickly enough on here. Oh, this is a good question from Tokyo. Looking at each other's videos, how do you compare and contrast your styles? I feel like we complement each other in that we're different in a way. Would you
Yeah.
agree? Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. And you have a great vlog style, like what I like you said, because music's a big part. In the same way you see in like any good vlog when you can and any movie. I watched a really good movie the other day. It made me think of your vlogs. There's a new Western that's on Netflix, The Harder They Fall or something, and the whole movie is cut to music. And I was like, oh, it's like a vlog, like your vlogs. Like there's a beat to it and stuff, and there's a real style to it, and you enjoy it. It makes the video like far more like watchable. Where I think in comparison to like my videos, I chop and change like loads of stuff that I do, and I test things.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more like sporadic.
But then
in my
Dan,
style.
like Dan's strengths are my weaknesses, right? Dan is great at talking and just being off the cuff. Like I've watched him just off the cuff, just talk for 3 minutes, and I'm like, how the fuck do you do that?
I chat shit
in one
professionally,
go.
man.
Could talk underwater, yeah. We always say it, but like, this is something I really struggle with. I may seem really natural on camera and that I can like string all these like great things together, but often they take 2 or 3 takes because you speak at a higher level, right? So if the way I speak in a conversation is very different to the way I speak on camera because I'm trying to up my level of excitement and trying to be exciting on camera. And that's why we do these hand motions.
That's the first
and
thing
we
you learn making
do these
YouTube when
things,
you
like-
watch yourself back, right?
Because if you, and you can see this, if you go watch my older videos from like 5 years ago, I thought I was charismatic on camera. And then when I watch now, I'm not, because I'm just talking the way I would normally talk. I'm like, yeah, I'm going down to the shop.
Like
and I'm
if
gonna
we
go
talk
do
like
this.
we're to a friend right now, this is
Yeah.
how we'd how we
Yeah,
talk
I'm gonna
like,
get a
normally.
shop. Well, no hand.
And then
I'm
that's
gonna go to a
boring.
shop. I'm gonna get a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a beer.
And that energy.
You gonna be here when I get
like-
back? Yeah, you'll be
Yeah,
here.
cool,
Yeah,
yeah.
cool. Yeah, all right, man. See you soon.
But we've got to be like, no, it's YouTube, and we're talking, we're entertaining you, and,
And my hands go here, and that's something to look at.
You do not talk like that in real life.
No. So for me, when I up the intensity of all that, it gets harder to, like, to be able to speak and like construct all this together. And it's like I fucking stumble and mumble, and like the amount of times like take 2, take 3, take 4. Like I could put out hours of outtakes if I didn't just delete them all.
But that's the first
Shame.
thing you learn when you watch your videos back, where you're like, oh, why am I not entertaining? And you realise you got to like start acting.
Yeah.
That's what it is, essentially, acting, right?
Swedish Globetrotter said, what are your thoughts on DSLR cameras? And this is something we talk about a lot, like personally offline. So
Because we got them.
we've got them, you know, and I would love to I made a vlog where I shot with like a whole bunch of different cameras in a day. And just, it reminded me that I have a Canon M50 and I got a really good lens on it. It's a 1.4 aperture, 16 millimeter. So it's great for shallow depth of field and produces amazing quality. And paired with that camera, it's incredible. But it's heavy. It doesn't have the stabilization. It's harder to get. When I get the B-roll shots that I want, they're amazing. But with a GoPro, I can shoot my 3 B-roll shots in 10 seconds. I can go, all right, there's a taxi. I need to get that shot, and the shot's done. Or let's scroll down from this graffiti onto a street scene and then up to the BTS. And it's just like one easy shot and you nail it every single time. So for use of every single day, GoPro is just,
right?
it's so user-friendly.
In your pocket,
so
small,
easy.
and also people don't look at so much of
And
a big
light.
camera, like don't like you take a shot on the beach and the blues getting like and the sand looks incredible. You shoot your DSLR, they shoot almost raw because they want to be like edited in post with color.
Yeah.
But I would love to use my DSLR more, and I have been in my last few videos for interviews and stuff.
Whose channel will last the longest?
Well, we'll see.
Who's going to get banned first or demonetized or whatever?
Right, yeah. You're going on more dates than me with girls. You're gonna get banned
You
before
walk the
me.
fine. See, that's the thing. You walk the fine line with that. You know, like I have not put out anything. I think yet that will get me demonetized.
Yeah.
But it's walking that edge. But at
Yeah.
the same time, those videos do really well, and that's my life. You know, when you make a video every day, and this is something I realized lately is how public your life becomes. I was hanging out with friends in Pattaya last night, and I was like, no, I couldn't do that because I was here on a thing. And they said, yeah, I know, I saw the video. And I was like, like everyone knows exactly what we're doing every day. So like if I do want to go on a date or I do want to go out drinking and I do choose to make a video on that, you still walk the line of what's okay and what's not okay. So yeah, interesting.
How am I going to stay in Thailand after next month?
Visa.
Yeah, a visa of some kind.
Yeah.
An extension, something.
How much money do you need to stay in Thailand for 6 months is good? You can last, and you did a video on this, you can last off $1,000 a month.
I have exactly that video, 1,000 a month, and,
Yeah.
and how you do it.
You
Especially
can.
right now, because accommodation,
Yeah.
normally your biggest cost is so low. You can now, definitely.
Yeah, you can definitely spend a hell of a lot more. But I think if you wanted to come over and be, you know, just try and last as long as you can off the money that you have, 1,000 a month is enough to live off. That was my goal for YouTube. I'm like, if I can make 1,000 a month off YouTube, then I can live here and continue to do this.
Lots of people say you can't. That's because you've come here on a 2-week holiday. You've drunk every day with the girls every day, partied, ate out in restaurants every day. Of course you can't, but you wouldn't live like that for a month. You wouldn't go out every day of the week for like a month. You'd spend like,
You sure?
well, you've tried. You spend crazy money, and there aren't as many restaurants and things to do open anyway right now. You'd be a lot harder to spend the money than you used to on holiday.
Yeah.
Are my YouTube channel backed up to other platforms? No.
No,
I
and
mean the video backed up. I mean we have a hard copy of everything, of course.
you know, like I actually don't. Do you keep your originals?
Yeah, mine's all on a drive. Yeah.
Shit.
Hard drive. Yeah,
My
basically.
originals are all gone.
You should go through your content and download them off YouTube. and
I've
put them
done
on a
that,
drive,
but
right?
I've done that. But
Oh,
that's
good,
not
good.
like what I mean is original.
Oh, original footage.
Like no, original. Just the quality's like I've downloaded them back off
Yeah,
YouTube, but they're only
no
100
low
megabyte
quality,
files,
yeah.
so the quality is lost.
No,
I've
I've got
done
the originals,
that,
yeah.
so I still have them, but I don't have my original.
I litter my whole desktop with like every like a month or so. I go through and I like organize it
Yeah,
on
once
an
everything starts
external
to fill
drive.
up, yeah.
Put it on a drive and I've got all the raw footage still and the final edited stuff.
Yeah.
I bought enough. I bought like 2 lacy drives with me, like 1.5
We
terabyte,
both stopped.
1.1.
We
whatever.
both stopped getting. We've both got the spinning wheel, so
If you got a question, message Keis on Instagram.
Yeah. Don't
'Cause
fucking
YouTube
DM me
stopped.
on Instagram.
Send him loads of messages about visas.
Yeah.
Please.
Visa
Instagram.
questions we can answer. No, we stopped getting. Man, this Wi-Fi. Because we came here and we're just like trying to whack this together so quickly. I was late to get here to get set up for this. I've literally checked into this hotel like 10 minutes before we went live. and we just like slapped together everything. So I probably could have like casted from my phone. Can you do that? Does one of your phones work? Can you hotspot to the computer?
Oh yeah, this one.
Continuing the world's worst live stream. What are your plans for 2022? Very much the same as 2021. We're both still very much in a building stage, and I'm just like speaking on Dan's behalf here, but we're both still very much in a building stage of our YouTube goals, and I guess we both are on a very similar strategy, and that's why we're grinding really hard now and doing these daily videos and everything, and that's managed to get us to where we are now, which has been our growth has been quite quick. And we were talking about this earlier about how saturated the lower level of YouTube is. I keep saying that word, and it's not a disrespectful thing. Just
I mean, everyone's at a lower level until you get out of it, right?
Okay, yeah. So to break out of that 1,000 subscribers is really difficult. But we've been able to do that just by grinding and like daily, not sleeping.
It's been like
it's hard.
I think it's easy to show our lives and just do it, but it's like filming, finding something, editing, and then hoping it doesn't flop and you've wasted your whole day.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And there's days you don't want to, right? So I had my date video that I did, and we were out all night drinking and partying and having a great time and stuff. I didn't shoot a video the next day because I just didn't want to. And I'm lucky that I have a couple extras in the bank, but I wasn't able to sort of catch up after that, which is kind of why we're going live tonight. Oh, we got comments. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Nikhil, thank you very much. Nikhil, I don't recognize that. Whereabouts are you from? And thank you to everyone that's been commenting. We haven't been able to see. We've just reconnected to everything. So we're back online.
Tell us your most hated visa. That's funny. Hated visa question.
SM, am I in a love hotel? I don't think so. No, it's got windows, so we're good. This is just like, I'm checking into a new place. Yeah. I'm checking into a new place tomorrow that's in the same street as this. So I'm literally just staying here for one night. I just needed somewhere to set up to do this live tonight. So $20 for the night. It's awesome. All right, you got to talk. I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh, I got you. Let's do this. Check out your channel. I will, of course. Hey from India. Hey, bro. You know what? I'm thinking of going to... I'd love to do a trip. I've got to do visa runs eventually anyway. I'm thinking of going to India and back. I'd love to go to other Southeast Asian countries. Anyone been thinking about Cambodia? I don't... Maybe Adam can say when he gets back. Someone was telling me you can do border runs to Cambodia now, and it's like pretty open. I would love to do it. And would people that watch Thailand videos, because your videos have to stay like really similar in content, would people who watch Thailand videos, do you want to see like a little bit of Cambodia while I do a visa run and come back? I don't know. I came across Keis from Baz and Pattaya, then found Dan from you. Cheers, Lee. Really appreciate it. See, the system works. That's why people are like, there's too many Thai vloggers. No. The more the better, because you like to see Thailand. The more of us that make videos about Thailand, you can enjoy each other, and then just pick the ones you like the most, right? Come visit if you want, Dan. Dan, you can crash at ours. Cheers. Appreciate it. I want to see the Philippines. I would love to see the Philippines, but it's like shut hard, I'm pretty sure, unless you know something different. You both make great vids. Thanks, appreciate it. Yes, do the border run video. Yeah, I'd like to do the border run video, but I don't know.
We haven't done a border run yet. Cambodia is opening. So not
to be continued. Let's see if it happens before my visa runs out.
This is so funny. Like, I've just gone to the bathroom and come back, and the image on you're casting from your phone, right?
Yeah,
you're hotspotting,
right, yeah.
and I'm still in the picture here.
Maybe you're in
but the comments are coming through, so it's all right.
Comments are like, but the picture's rubbish. Maybe I should just pause this and it'll help the comments.
No.
This doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The comments are still coming through.
Oh, I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, cool, man. Lewis,
the floor.
taking over the show. I mean, this is who you came to see, right? No one wants to see this fucking guy. No, I'm just kidding. Lewis Broughton found me from Buzz and Pattaya. Thank you. And that was a really cool collaboration. So he was one of the few people that got back to. So when I got here, I wanted to collaborate with other artists, like other YouTubers. Like I wanted to make friends with other YouTubers. So I reached out to a bunch of people when I got here. And obviously my channel had like almost no subscribers and not many people wanted to give me the time of day. And he was one of the few people that was like, yeah, you know what? I like your content. I'm happy to meet you and we can do a collaboration. And he really helped me get, he's one of the people that helped me out. He had like 30,000 subscribers and I had like maybe 1,000. So it was really cool of him to meet me and help do that. So we started doing these we got on really well. He's a great guy. So we got on really well and we started doing these collaborations together. So I like hearing how people have discovered us And I know Dan was just talking before about how, how there's many vloggers. Does it make it? Are we competition or anything like that? But I think Dan and I have managed to help each other, in that we're quite similar people and we make similar-ish content. So it's good that we can sort of all help each other in that way. So, we're always featuring in each other. So people find me and they can find Dan, or vice versa. So that's been great for me. Dan, your phone internet sucks as well. I can see comments on here and not here.
Why is that?
Oh, we're so bad at this.
Whoa. You see comments
Go
on
on.
here?
You can see comments on
Right.
here. Aren't you casting from your, hotspotting from
Is
your
this
phone?
definitely- Yeah.
Oh, mine's working. Okay.
This is weird because this shouldn't be in this order.
Okay.
What
We're back
number
on
What number
my...
are you on? 4? Nearly finished 4?
4, yeah.
I'm on 3. If I drink any more, I'm going to get the flavour. You know what the flavour is? When you get to that certain point, guys, you know the flavour, and then you get to that point, you're like, I'm getting the flavour. I've got to go out.
It's go time.
I've got to go out. And then you're out on the piss all night.
I know some great places. I got nothing on.
I'm out.
Sorry, Grumpy, if you're watching. Bangkok's got it now.
Dan's not coming home. Bangkok's got him. Only popped out. Now I'm out.
So Dan's throwing up again.
How did you know?
So we're just catching up.
Dan, I gained 50k new subs since I arrived 3 months ago. Wow, amazing.
What
topics
type
and
of
video must be
content?
good.
What type of content do you do? We'd love to hear about it. Some content definitely blows up more.
And in certain countries, there's got a big trend for searching
Yeah.
for it and stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, people like video game content and stuff like that.
Oh,
that
yeah,
grows.
yeah.
We both stay true to what we want to do is what we want. What we make is what we want to make. Because if you go slightly off topic or whatever, then you're going to get pigeonholed into that and have to make that forever. So the type of content we make, which is kind of mostly about our lives, is stuff that we're happy to keep on doing forever and hopefully be able to take it over to other countries and everything one more time. Get some more of the
Cheers.
flavor.
If I wanted to just do... Wait a sec. If I wanted to just do YouTube to make money, I would never make the videos I make.
No,
I would make
gaming
like
channels
top
on
10
there.
videos, like stuff like that does really well and share for Facebook too and things. I would never make a vlog about my life.
Yeah. The thing that we're trying to both be able to do is to be able to so I want to be able to take my channel to other countries as well. And it gets really tricky in that if you only make Thailand content, you will only get Thailand followers. And we want to be able to travel to other countries as well. So the strategy is to get people invested in us, which is why we kind of open up and we share a lot about our personal life.
Get drunk with you guys.
We're getting drunk with you guys.
Yeah.
Dan will show his girlfriend and show intimate moments
Yeah,
with
like
that,
Look.
to get to know us, and then hopefully the people will like us enough to want to follow with us when we go to other places.
So when you go to a visa run and skip to Cambodia for a week, you still watch the Cambodia vids, right?
What phone company do you have?
I don't know. AIS.
Can you
This is
guys
good.
all see us really clearly?
Yeah, they said yeah.
Yeah?
That's weird. That's
We got 5G on my phone. Two
AIS.
computers-
You AIS as well?
No, I'm true.
Oh, the AIS. That's normally really good. Oh well.
I just saw a comment from reported Fi. Sorry, I'm struggling to read that. It goes too quickly. Saying to reach out to you. I go back and I read through these comments after because so many come through and we can't quite read them all. But I do go back and rewatch the video so I can see all the comments before.
Is that?
No, we're gone.
Oh,
Neither of us are getting
gone.
comments.
Now I've got to try and watch on this video. Video is fine.
Hey guys, found Dan's channel through Keis 1.
Cheers,
Found
Keis.
Keis through Buzzin'. Found Buzzin' through. That's and see that's
That's
why.
the flow, that's the order.
That's why we think collaboration is so important.
Yeah.
I'm getting. Oh, do I have any more beers?
Yeah, you got more. It must be one more. There's an odd number being drunk.
We're gonna have to hit up the dude next door soon.
No, I don't need any more because then I'll
Get a flavour.
be out.
You can slow the comment. No, we can slow the
Oh,
comments
yeah.
down. The problem is not that the comments are slowing down. It's just that our Wi-Fi seems to have shit itself. And on the phone, it only shows up for like a second and then it vanishes.
Can you get beers and grab?
No, you cannot.
Can you not?
No.
But you can do 7-Eleven orders through the app. Can they let alcohol? be?
No
Oh,
alcohol.
Oh,
no.
really?
Does YouTube take a cut from the donations? That's a really good question.
No. All my donations are.
They're
when-
not taxed, right?
When they have
They're not-
fundraisers, they don't. But my donations were through.
Like no, super chats and stickers and stuff. Like what people are sending
Oh,
us now.
that.
No. I don't think
No.
YouTube takes a cut.
No,
YouTube doesn't take a cut. Google takes a cut of what, and that's probably why it's
Of
so
the
much.
ad revenue.
Google takes a cut, and then some is probably gone to Google, and some's probably gone to YouTube. So,
They mean of ad revenue?
hey,
Of ad revenue?
Yes.
They mean yeah.
yeah, but I no the tips that you guys send through us, we get that entirely.
Yeah, 100%.
Someone found me through CB Media. That is awesome. If I get featured on at the bottom of the CB Media video.
You suggested like on the people also watched at the
Yeah.
end or on the right hand side.
Super chat, they take 33%. Really? I don't think so. Because it's a separate line in the analytics and it will say super chats and stickers, and that amount comes down in the
100%,
net.
right?
But for the 33%, they definitely take that for the ad.
More
Ad revenue.
What's your ad? What's the difference between your CPC and RPM? From like 13 CBM to 5, 6. Yeah, half.
But if you look, so I'll keep talking. If you want to have a look, if the super chats and stickers, I feel like they don't. They do, guys. Sorry to break it to you. Oh, yeah. Maybe we lose 30%. Anyway, it's still great. You know, we're thankful to receive anything really.
I see my transaction revenue. There's no way of knowing though.
Yeah. Oh, but then are you talking tax? Does YouTube take that, or are you talking taxes in tax?
YouTube take a percentage. If you're in the US, especially, right?
Yeah.
We have a different tax setup because UK, Australia.
Oh, someone asked a question about retired work. Hey, Sam sent $100. Go on a drift. That doesn't count as $100 that you owe me.
Because they tax it 33%.
They tax it 33%. Yeah.
You owe me
You still owe me
$33.
$33. But thank you. 33%. There you go. But thank you, Sam. That's awesome. I'll invoice. Oh, bugger. He said, bugger. Miss Thailand used to live in Pattaya. We'll be
6
back
years.
soon. You know, and
You won't
as
recognise
weird
it.
as it is, right? We were talking about this before. It's quiet now, and it's very different to what it used to be. But in a strange way, it's kind of cool as well. And if you come now, you might actually like it for what it is now, which is entirely different. If you remember walking street and stuff, what it used to be like, you're not going to have that same experience, but you'll have a new experience that's actually quite good.
I mean, it used to be sensory overload, right? You guys remember walking down Walking Street, girls grabbing you, and people, like, the streets were rammed, and every street was like that in LKMH. It's not going to be like that now. Nothing like that. But the number of tourists there are to ratio to all the stuff you want to do, if you know what I mean, you're going to be spoiled like here. Probably way more than you had before. But there isn't going to be that crazy atmosphere. But remember, to get Pattaya like that took 60 years, right? From when it was like, from 60 years ago to now, getting to that like level of craziness. And now we've been closed for 2 years. Who knows how long it's going to take to grow back?
If you open your YouTube app on your phone, can you see the live chat better?
Oh.
Sorry guys, we've kind of lost the chat and we get to see them here just like super briefly. I don't know why it fades away. It should just keep it there for us to read. We get to see it for like a second, so that's why we're answering the really short questions. We're not ignoring anyone. Would love to answer them all. Here we go.
Sweet, some of these bad boys.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, from South Africa. Hey,
South Africa, cool.
we went to honeymoon in Thailand, but we're unsure. We haven't been there before. We say it's okay to come next year. Yeah, next year, yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, of course it will, yeah.
If you want a honeymoon, where would you recommend going?
But you're going to go to the South Samui.
Samui. Go to Koh Samui, it's beautiful.
Right. Samui's beautiful, yeah. God, they're still going so quick.
Sorry guys, we're just catching up.
Who's getting the next beers? Keys?
Hopefully our next door neighbor. Bangalore Road in Phuket is packed. Yes, Phuket has been really busy the whole time, basically. So they did a really funny thing, the bars there. So they all just rebelled. They got together and they decided to rebel one day. So it was about 2 months ago. I remember I was up north when it happened. And I remember seeing the news saying like all the bars just said, fuck it, we're going to open. And they opened. Like bar, like girly bars, everything, nightclubs. They just all got together and they rebelled. And the police didn't know what to do. They got there and they're like, "This is just too much. We don't know what to be able
Love
to
that,
do."
man.
Yeah,
Power to the people.
yeah. And then since that day, because they were talking about like, yeah, there might be penalties or whatever involved, but then since that day, everything's been open.
Is traveling within Thailand hard? No, there's no restrictions like traveling within Thailand, right? Car
Not
rent is also
anymore.
really cheap. Car rent, my girlfriend just hired a car. We did it because our last one was stolen. 10,000 baht for or 8,000 baht for the month or something. I can't remember, but far cheaper than it used to be.
Thank you very much, Thai Delhi. Delhi? Yeah. Del?
Deal.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sorry if we didn't pronounce that right.
We're now reading off a iPhone 2.
You can see us doing our old man screen, and we're like, "What did I say?"
Off Dan's janky phone.
My Huawei. My Huawei. I can't.
We've got two
Huawei.
spinning screens. Like, wow, this Wi-Fi. I'm like, I'll go to a hotel so we can get
This
good
Wi-Fi is
everything
rubbish.
just to do this live.
How are you going to watch any porn later?
That's a real problem. That I had not. No, my phone. Look at this 5G. It's crystal clear. I'm good. Johnny, there's something happening. Wait, when are you coming to Bangkok, Johnny? You flirted with me. You said like, "Oh, I'm coming to Bangkok soon. I'm going to be over here." And I said, "Yeah, very good, very good, very good. Get your ass over here." And then he didn't. How do you choose your content? Oh, and maybe you can relate to. I write a list of videos I want to do, but it depends entirely on my mood. Sometimes I look at my list and I'm like, they're all shit ideas. I don't want to do any of them. And then other days I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. Why didn't I do that before this?
Well, you wake up and I've got like a list of like 30 plus ideas, and you like you
have
wake up
30
going,
plus?
which one do I want to make? Yeah, even more.
Like 8.
And then at the end of the week, I like rewrite my list and get rid of the ones I don't like, and I like recycle with some ideas and not come back to something. Wake up and go, what do I want to make today? And I use about 7 trees a month because I always write things down on pen and I stick them over my room. If you see my videos, I've got them like stuck up,
you're right.
ideas and things.
Cool. Thank you very much, Paro. Oh, we're gonna get Dan drunk. This is good. Give him the flavour.
Give me the flavour, mate. The flavour.
Need to hit up the dude next door. I don't think he's still here. Can you bring more beer? You're 100 hours away from being monetized. That for me was the hardest part. And that's great. Congratulations. You should be happy with that. So you should be really proud with that. Getting to 1,000 subscribers is really hard, but getting to 4,000 watch hours, I had to wait for that. So I got to 1,000 subs, fine. But then, and it's 4,000 watch hours per year. That's the tricky thing. So I had more than 4,000 watch hours.
But
and then I didn't make any content for a year. So it put me back to 0. And when I arrived in Thailand, I had to start from 0 and build up to 4,000 watch hours. And that was the biggest challenge. And from the minute you get monetized, your channel will take off. Like, that's the hardest part by
YouTube
far.
can make money from you after that. They're like, boom, let's share it and make some money.
Yeah.
Once you got past there.
Johnny said you'll be in Bangkok when the bars open. I don't know what rock you're under, dude, but the fucking bars are open.
They're very, very open everywhere.
Well, the bars that are restaurants are open.
But there's no menus and no food. But they're restaurants.
No.
And that's till 9. And then you go out the back and keep...
Come on, Johnny, we're
keep
waiting
doing
for
it.
you. We can have some fun here in Bangkok. Dan, how's the scorpion taste like?
Like shit. It tastes like fried.
Was it burnt?
dirt.
Did it taste like burnt?
It tastes like
Yeah, it looked like the
dusty,
black, right?
dirty bird. I just nibbled a leg and then I like walked around with him for a
It
bit.
looks like burnt toast. For anyone thinking I'm shitting on Johnny, we're mates, and that's what Australians do. We make fun of each other. So I like him.
If you're horrible to someone, if you're from the UK and Australia and you're horrible to each other,
Yeah,
it means you like
means
each
you
other.
like them. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how
yeah.
we communicate with each other.
Yeah,
You should hear my girlfriend talk to me. Calls me all kinds of names because she likes me.
yeah, yeah. If I'm like nice to people, that means like
You're being
no.
sarcastic and horrible.
Fake watch or real? Paulie Buff. Me? It's an Apple Watch. I once bought a fake Rolex and it got stolen off me on the same night. I made a video on it.
You can watch that after this.
Yeah.
$8.99. Thanks,
Thank
bro.
you. Oh, we're gonna get down the flavor.
Flavor for raver. Flavor for raver.
Can't put a saddle on a Mustang. Weedy, you said that to me yesterday, and I totally do not understand this. Do you understand that?
Where's it said?
You can't put a saddle on a Mustang. It's obviously like a.
As in a
of words
mustang's
or
like a
whatever.
wild horse that you can't saddle. You can't tame a wild beast.
Is that a new one?
No. No. But what did he say? Guys, hello. I've been able to get 6 weeks and now I'm in Bangkok. Hey, yo, bro. Where is a good place to live in Bangkok area? I'd say, generally speaking, around Asok, you're in the center of like pretty much everything.
No, Asok, yeah.
And for 1 month, you both are amazing. Thanks for videos every day. No problem, bro.
Dan's all over it. Kurt Williams, thank you.
Jibbo.
Soon I'm going to have to send Dan down to the lobby. We're going to have to get some more
Johnny,
beers.
Dan and Keis VIP party soon. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's something we talked about earlier.
Three
something
guys
definitely.
in a VIP party. That sounds good. We'll go out.
No, people come to my hotel to want to hang out. So
People come to us. We talking about.
no, and I've talked about this in videos. So when I was staying in Pattaya, I'm in my room one day and I'm editing, and there was like on the door, and I was like, "What the fuck is knocking on my door?" I go answer, and it's just some dude, and he's like, "Keys," and I'm like, "Yes." He's like, "Bro, like, can I buy you a beer?" And I'm like, "Who are you?"
People forget that we don't know because they watch us all the time. It's like you get a personality. We
you
don't
get to
know,
know
you.
them,
We've
right?
never seen
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
before, right?
Yeah.
I'd love to, but then we're like the first time you ever meet a stranger. Imagine what that's like, and someone knows you is even
They
scary.
know
You're
you,
like,
yeah. And I publicly put my entire life, right? You can see if I'm dating a new girl, it's on there. Like if I share my experiences and stuff, it's all very public. You know, if I'm in Pattaya, I'm putting videos in Pattaya. Everyone knows where I am, what I'm doing. And our life is very public, and because of that, yeah, it's quite funny. So I had a guy, rocked up and he wanted to have, he was a lovely guy, he was really nice. But the whole experience kind of took me off guard, and that's why I've been like kind of secretive with where I'm staying and where I'm living since then. But if you want to know Dan's address, just DM me on Instagram and
I'll leak it to the world. Best place to live in Bangkok is next to a BTS or Amethyst. Yeah, exactly. And
that's why we said, yeah.
Asok is right there, right in the middle, and you're walking distance to most of the fun stuff.
So-
if that.
If you want to live this kind of lifestyle, so I've always said there's 2 Thailands, and there's almost 3 Thailands, right? There's Thailand for Thai people up here, and there's Thailand for foreigners down here. And there's this weird middle ground of like where you'll meet girls that are interested in foreign guys, and you live on Sukhumvit and you hang out in this local area. And that's kind of where we're living, and this is the, everything is based around the BTS and stuff like that. But if you want a real cultural experience, get away from that and don't go to Thongwal, don't go to Onnut, don't go to those places, go like up in the Ramas, because that's where the real Thai culture is. But the LEDs are behind here. Someone asked, where are the LEDs? They're here, but we couldn't get the lighting. We literally had 10 minutes to slap this live stream together, so we don't have great lighting.
Oh, look at this. At some point in the future, would you consider doing a guide on how to plan the best epic bachelor party? We call it a stag do. What do you call a bachelor party? Bachelor party,
yeah.
So American. Bachelor party, thanks for keeping me company while I'm at home. Yeah, you can watch a lot of our when things open up again. I'm sure you'll do nightlife videos showing clubs and stuff, and come here and have the absolute. Well, you should do that video where you said you want to do where they went for the hangover, and have that as into a nightlife video. That would be awesome. Right?
That's my next. That's on my list. The hangover video. Johnny said, "Are you guys going to stay in Bangkok?" Yeah, Dan lives here. He's pretty much locked in with his missus now.
I'm stuck here, mate.
and I'm trying to lock in a good contract. I loved Hua Hin, and I quite like Pattaya as well. So I think I want to base myself here.
That was ideal, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And like when we start doing international travel, you just straight out of BKK, like so.
Because we're so international now, guys.
No, for travel.
I know what you mean.
Visa runs, really.
Yeah.
But no. We plan to both base ourselves here, and then still bounce around. Like I do want to be going to other places to. I want to spend a week in Pattaya. I want to go spend some time in Hua Hin, and other places. Krabi was amazing. I want to spend more time in Krabi, and there's shitloads of places we haven't seen yet.
Hey, Cheap Charlie, what's going on? How you doing, bro? When I first did a channel a couple of years ago, Cheap Charlie reposted one of my reposted one of my videos and it blew me, and I really thank him for that. And I hope he can come back soon and do some more videos. What vaccine did you guys get? I got Pfizer in Pattaya. Just day before yesterday, I got my second shot for free in Pattaya.
Yeah.
It's great.
Why does Adam always have a lighting fetish? So part of it is the photography side. Like we like creating a good. There's the blue here. It's quite subtle, but if it wasn't here, this background would actually look more boring slightly more boring than it is. But like it's fun for that. And then also in my room I do it because if you have girls back and you want to have like a party, if you got flashing lights, it just adds to the vibe. And people say, oh, he throws a great party, but really all I do is flick on the LEDs and bring a whole bunch of beers out. Yeah, good music and some LEDs.
Set the
and
vibe.
they're like, oh, he throws the best parties. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take that.
Cheap Charlie, sexy barman. Yeah, see, love everyone who's ever mentioned Cheap Charlie. People who have been following like Thailand videos for a long time will know Cheap Charlie's content.
So dude said found a very nice girl on Thai Cupid. I've heard a lot about this. I think that's
I get adverts for that Thai Cupid. What's it?
That's a website, not an app. It's not like Tinder.
I've seen it on where did I see the app? Maybe I was on a forum or whatever. Have you not been on there?
No, I haven't. No.
I'm like shocked. Have you not been on to another dating site?
Well, Tinder all day. Hi, Ken said, Adam, you're so brave. You went to check out that abandoned hotel. I love stuff like that. And honestly, like, it's a shame that when I do stuff like that, it doesn't pick up and take off on YouTube because, like, I really enjoy it. We went to this abandoned mall. Second time we hung out.
Yeah.
It was one of my most memorable experiences here.
Maybe the most I've been to and you've been to the airplane graveyard but we went to that abandoned mall that we broke into and the bottom of it is flooded with tropical fish. You've got like escalators going into like tropical fish. It is the most amazing video, an amazing place. But we both did that when we first came here, so we weren't very big. So not many people saw it. If you haven't seen it, go and check out our video where we went to this abandoned mall. It was amazing. And it's like maybe we should revisit some of those places now where like now more people will see it. Because they're still good videos.
Unfortunately, they don't work. You know, my video that I put out on that abandoned hotel, it bombed. Like it was my least successful video out of the last 10 that I've done. But it was probably my most enjoyable video. Even if I didn't have a video camera, I would have done the exact same thing. So I didn't do that for the video. I did that because that's exactly what I wanted to do that day. I was supposed to be meeting Kay. I had a plan. I was like, yeah, I was going to my house. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be there at like midday, whatever. And then I got there at almost 1 o'clock. Because I was like, I saw her. I was just walking down the street and I saw her and I was like, oh my God, I have to go into that place. And I was like, well, actually, I need to film a video today. So that can be my video. So it worked out perfectly.
And are you going to get pink hair?
Yes. So it's a little bit pink at the moment, but it's time. I've got regrowth and I have a plan. It will happen in the next 3 days. Pink hair is something I've done for years. I always thought it was quite funny.
Is it?
Yeah. So I've done it. I used to do it in Korea. They love when you do stuff like that.
Do they?
Yeah. They're super, they like anything out of the ordinary.
Anything expressive.
Yeah. So, and I like dyeing my hair just for fun, you know. I'll do it just to be different. Don't block someone.
I need blocked.
Dan's trying to block people. No, so I've like changed my hair color just for fun, and when I did pink, it was like quite shocking. And my friends back in Australia like, oh, you look gay, bro, and that made me like it even more. It's like, oh, if you hate it, then like I want to do it even more. So, yeah, good fun.
This is so funny. Will you come back to your country?
We are in our country.
This is my country.
Yeah, people say, when are you going home? And I'm like, I am home.
What is
This
home?
where I live. Yeah.
I don't have one.
Yeah. Oh, Jonathan said you found your significant other on Scout. And was that recently? Because I used to use Scout years ago, and Scout was amazing, I found a few years ago. But then I think since then, the others have evolved way more. I'm like the dating app fucking master. But I found the others have evolved way more since Scout. And I found Scout was very easy to join. So you got more like scammers and more just bullshit on there.
Found my significant other. Oh, yeah.
I like this, Alex. If you had pink hair in Russia, you would get bashed daily, and that's something I'd welcome. Like, I like being out of the order. I don't want to follow every single other person. In Sydney, I met a guy and he had like a bright pink shirt. We just like met in a bar, and I was like, "That's a very bright shirt." And he was the guy who liked to fight, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll wear it so that when people talk shit, I have an excuse to get in a fight." And that's like an Australian thing, you know, like he did that for that. I don't have pink hair to get in fights, but I just like being outside of the
Have you ever been to Russia?
No.
I went to a lot of Eastern Europe and I went on a work trip and my friend Dave had his iPhone stolen and it was a brand new iPhone. It wasn't available in Russia at the time, and he had like location services. I went, I can show you. Told the police, I can show you where my iPhone is. It's right here if you want to go and get him. And the police took us to the police station and made us sign it, saying that the phone hadn't been stolen. I was mistaken, or we were going to go like and be held for longer. I was like, okay,
Give me the paper.
I will sign whatever you want me to sign.
Pen. Give me
And
a
then
pen.
that was shortly before we had the was it the World Cup in Russia or something? And there were leaflets. Because Russians are quite, and I'm sure you'll say this, not in a bad way, like non-expressive, and it was like there were leaflets telling people to smile when the foreigners are here, because like in Eastern Europe especially, it's like
They don't
far
smile.
more deadpan. Like smiling's a different thing,
So,
right?
so
And
I've got a good friend. He's Russian, and when he moved to Australia,
people smile too much.
the funniest thing he ever said to me, like it was one of the first days we hung out, and he said like, it's like, why everybody say hello to me? He's like, people say hello. I said, what do you want? You know. He was so funny. He was like, because he's so dry and they're not used to that. But Australians, we walk
Cultural
past each other, we'll be
difference,
like, hey man, how you going?
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, what? What's
Say
it-
in my village in England, yeah, you
He
say hi
asked
to
me
strangers.
because
yeah.
he came over on work, so he got transferred over. He'd been in the country about 3 days. He's like, "What do these people want from me?" I'm like, "Nothing, man. They're just saying hello."
It's
But
so
it's
funny.
definitely a cultural difference.
Yeah, just cultural difference, yeah.
There was a really good question here, Freddie Jingo. Do you find it hard juggling your free time while being full-time vloggers? And
Yeah.
I think you're the best to answer this.
Yes, I have to edit and I say this right now while I'm doing a live here. My girlfriend's at home probably cooking me some food. Please cook me some food, babe. And yeah, you have to you have to be quite strict. Like you get up, edit, have your plan, and do it. And then I try and set myself a couple of hours in the evening. Like last night, I finished at 11 p.m. because I did my work and I did work for someone else. And like I got into bed. I'm like, I'm really sorry I've spent so long. We watched like another hour. Huh?
Is that podcast?
Yeah. So I did some work for another company. So I edited till 9 p.m. my own stuff. Then I worked till 11, and then I had to like squeeze like time with your girlfriend. And I do feel bad sometimes, but she understands.
Didn't have to squeeze in time for you, girlfriend.
No. I had to squeeze in time for work so that in my girlfriend's time.
Yeah. It is hard, and I find that hard, and I touched on this earlier about like not replying to people on social media and stuff like that. So the time that you have becomes way more precious. So we still have plenty of free time, but that time that you have is way more precious. So for me, when I do have free time, or when I have time to use my phone that I want to, okay, I'm going to chat to people now. It's my friends only, you know, Dan or like anyone, the girls on dating or whatever, like they get preference, and I don't have time for anyone else. So you do have to choose your time. Like you really you value time more. You know, people say, what YouTubers do you watch here? And I don't watch a whole lot because it's almost like wasted time. I don't watch TV. I have not watched TV in months. Everyone's like, oh, you watch Squid Games or whatever. And it's like, I don't have half an hour or an hour.
There's no time, right?
I do have an hour, but that hour is way too precious for me to be spending on TV, watching TV. We just got a whole bunch of comments coming in.
Yeah, loads came through.
Won't Lady Boys be all over you with pink hair? So Lady Boys here, and I'm happy to talk about this because I'm friends with some Lady Boys here. And Lady Boys here are upfront about being Lady Boys. They're not trying to deceive you.
I had some comments about it
in
today.
any
Actually.
way.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
So, and the Lady Boys that I'm friends with, they have zero interest in deceiving anyone because they don't want problems. They're looking for someone that will
There are
like
enough
them for
guys
who
that
they
want
are.
a lady boy.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
don't
yeah,
have to
exactly.
trick anyone.
So they're not trying to trick you. And then the Lady Boys that know you're straight, like I have a bunch of friends, and within that group, there's a whole bunch of Lady Boys, there's a whole bunch of girls and guys, and we all hang out together and we drink together sometimes. And within that group, the Lady Boys know the guys that are straight, they don't even try because they know, like, it's like trying to hit on a girl that you know you're never going to be with. Like, they don't even bother.
I did so I've got a video up just last night, a whole like almost documentary when I interviewed Pam, the lady boy, and there's a whole misconception, people that haven't been here or haven't like spoke to a lady boy, they're trying to trick you into liking them. That's not the case at all. And they're super friendly and often got amazing English and loads of banter, and sometimes they know you're not interested, maybe they're like joke with you and stuff, but it's all banter. They got really good banter like that.
Johnny, when are we seeing the next spinning wheel? I might have to make a special trip out to Wahin for that one. Royette. Where?
Where is Royette?
Someone asked
Royette?
if I'd made a video up in Royette.
I'm in Royette.
I don't know where Royette is. If you can just tell me the general. I traveled a lot through the north, And when I was with Cynthia, she grew up around that area and she traveled around there a lot. So she was just kind of like giving me this overload of information and words that I didn't take in. You know, I learned words like Mahasarakam, which is a little province that we passed through. So some things retain and some things I didn't manage to retain.
Lisa, I should have brought Grumpy to the... Yeah, people always ask, like, where's... She's not in every video. It's like, where's Grumpy? She's not in this video. She works like a normal, a normal people job, right? Like Monday to Friday, what I think. So I make a video every day. I can't drag her into every video. And she doesn't want to. Like, she's been working all day and then I drag her into another video.
Yeah.
How strict is Thailand with mask wearing? Bangkok at the minute, like, quite
strict.
Not like the way it's in the UK. We used to have this thing like you wore green lanyard if you're exempt from wearing a mask, if you had like asthma or some other reasons. But in Thailand, there's pretty much not that. Like I've never that flexibility.
Look, I'm okay with saying. I've walked past police with my mask under my chin. I think with here, Bangkok is more strict in when you go to Pattaya. When I was in Chiang Mai, it was quite open and there was just like a general understanding that you can wear it under here, but as soon as if you're walking down the sidewalk and someone's coming towards you, you both pull it up out of respect for each other. And then if there's no one else around, you pop it down under. So that's just the sort of thing that you do. I do that here in Bangkok now. However, like a month or two ago in Bangkok, no one did that. Everyone just still had them on all the time.
And they tell you off if you weren't wearing it. I saw people say it, you know.
And just
wear your mask.
people, like not police or whatever, like people will say, put your fucking mask on. It's a respect thing, right? Like I wear my mask under, and when I put it on over my face, it's not for me, it's for respect out of the other person. So it's just a general thing.
Crazy Joy on this. He said, when you give him the cash away. So I raised over $3,000 on a video the other day to give away to the homeless, which was amazing. Thanks, everyone. And I put up on my comment section, you can see it on my community tab. I'm allowed to withdraw that in I think it's 9 more days from now. And I've partnered with a charity because there were lots of concerns that I was when you give the money on the street, like I can't give away $3,000 to individual people. And also you might give it to someone who was part of like a gang or organized crime. There was concerns it wouldn't go to the right people. So I'm partnering with a charity that give out food donations and care packages and things to those who definitely need it. So that money will go so far. And I'm going to do a video after 9 days time, I guess the week after next, where we're going to donate this money and help them and give out food and care packages. And it's been like the amount everyone raised was so fucking good. I can't believe it.
That's unbelievable, dude. Like, yeah,
I couldn't believe the amount. It just
good.
kept coming and coming. I was like, you guys are fucking unreal, man. Amazing. We're gonna help so many
and
people.
that video didn't even hit. So like out of the
video
views
did
that
well.
you got, out of the
like,
views you got, it's insane.
A high percentage of people are donating. So thank you everyone for that.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. And that's a great video. If you haven't watched that of Dan's, it's called Giving Out Money. Is it still called Giving Out Money?
Yeah, giving out money.
Giving Out Money. It's a great video. I texted him like straight after watching it and I was like, that's an excellent video, like awesome. And this is what we were talking about before. Sometimes the best videos we make don't do the best.
Yeah.
You know, we can make these videos like Thailand bars are opening, bang, you get the views and everything like that.
Yeah.
But like the videos that we really care about, like don't always do the best.
And a lot of people ask like, why don't you do a video about this, that, and the other? And I'm like, I've done one, but people haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it.
Click at the top. And there's a videos tab. People don't know this, and that will list every video in order we've ever made. Because people just sit on the homepage and just see the most recent uploads.
Yeah.
Videos tab, you'll see there's hundreds of videos because we make a video every day.
Yeah. Crazy John said, no, not that one. Sorry, we're still reading off a phone because our 2 computers are.
I've got these coming through. These are old.
Are you getting messages now?
Old.
Okay.
No,
I've still got this spinning wheel. Oh, maybe I haven't. Maybe we're back. We have Wi-Fi, people.
Both our laptops are showing different. Oh no.
You got the same messages? Someone asked about, is Cynthia's boyfriend okay with us traveling around? And yes, he is. I know him. He knows me. When she video calls him, like I'll come on and say hi. We have a mutual respect for each other. So yeah, no, that's all good.
Lewis, do you have any ghost stories in Thailand? Yes, I've got a video. It's about 4 or 5 videos ago in a hostel, an ex-brothel that is haunted that I stayed in. My first ever experience in Thailand. I was like 21 years old, went to the craziest hostel. It looks absolutely nuts. You can go and check that video out. It's haunted as fuck. It is crazy. Hey, Keis, an old man dad. Hey. Keis is older than me. But I think I look older than him. And yeah, you're right, Brad. That video did do the best and it raised the most money. It didn't get the most views, absolutely. And I wanted it to do more because I wanted to give away every penny I earned on that video to charity. But it raised so much for charity from you guys donating and your kindness. And it's still up. The page is still up. To almost raise very close to £2,500, which is going to be over $3,000 by some way. It's been amazing. It's going to help so many people. And I like it. We do loads of videos about bars, drinking, craziness. Every now and again, you know, we use this country, not use it in a bad way, but we use it that we're here enjoying it. It's good sometimes to give back, you know, as I hope anyone would in my country.
Dan's really well trained. I just went to the bathroom and noticed they had the toilet seat down.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm well trained.
Good habits.
I live in Shenzhen. I really want to go to Shenzhen, China. That's just across from Hong Kong. That's where they make everything in the world, right? It's like full of factories and you can go like fake designer shopping. I've seen they make like a fake Range Rover in places and things. I really want to go there. That's on my list, Dave. It's the only time you wore a mask in the last year when you flew there. All right.
Where are we at?
When are you gonna-
Wait. Someone, Paul Dines, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, asked a great question. I'm disabled, have a right leg below knee, prosthetic limb. I can walk around fine. I'm coming to Bangkok next year, so I'm traveling solo.
We know someone.
Do you think the ladies will be interested in me? There's a guy, maybe I won't name him on here, but there's a guy who regularly comes into my, the premieres and he chats, and he has a prosthetic limb, basically exactly the same. I don't know.
He's
if
right here in Thailand now, right?
He's here in Thailand now. I don't know if his knee above or knee below, but we hung out. We had a beer together one night. Great guy, and he met a girl. You know, the girls here are looking. It's so funny. Like in the West, I think it's very image based. Is the first thing that people look at, and it's a really funny thing. You know, you will see here like older, maybe more unattractive guys have like younger, more attractive girls. And the girl and the popular misconception is that she wants him for his money, but it's actually that it's the care and support that person can give. So it's not always like what you see at face value. So the girls here, they're more interested in a person. I find much more so than in the West than looks or material items like that. You know, the girls that I hang out with, I've never felt like anyone is trying to get anything from me money wise. They all know I don't have any, but it's an honest thing. Is that like, you know, that misconception that if you have money you can get anyone. Like, yes, that's true in every country of the world, but that's not
every country, right?
That's not entirely what's going on here.
Yeah.
People are looking for true happiness here, and they will look past anything like that. So I wouldn't worry the slightest. Your hardest thing is going to be walking down the sidewalk in Bangkok.
Yeah, fuck that. I was walking down there. I used to work for a company. We made we used to do the marketing. They made prosthetic legs. It's so weird because I told Bill this, and it's so weird that it's called RevoFit. They do the clicks to tighten and tighten, so it's quite close to my heart. Yeah, the hardest thing is going to be walking down the Bangkok sidewalk, and it's only have a pole sticking out and a big hole in the middle.
Or a fire hydrant that you just need to like step
and
over.
then they planted a tree in the middle. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I'm going to take this because my girlfriend's probably messaging me and go to the toilet.
Do you need to bounce?
I don't think yet. Well, we'll see.
You want to finish up?
I'll message her now.
I didn't realize it's like nearly 9 o'clock. All right, we got rid of the dead weight over here. So, Miguel said, "Have you noticed in the last days the number of tourists and travelers have increased?" I think so. And a good way that I compare this is I visit Pattaya maybe every 2 to 3 weeks, probably every two weeks. And every time I go there, it is noticeably busier than the time before. And it's because I'm not there noticing the gradual increase. Because I said to my friends last night, I was there, I was like, fuck, there is people everywhere. I said, yeah, it's the same as it's always been. I'm like, no, it's really, like, it jumps up every single time. So, no, I think it is definitely getting more. I've met more and more people in the street in Bangkok that have just arrived. So I think it's definitely happening. Big Daddy asked, where are we going out tonight? We're not. Dan's, he's got grumpy. He's got to go home, do the right thing. I asked him to do this live for an hour, and I think we've been on for 2 hours. Yeah, just over 2 hours. So the time goes really fast for me when we do this.
Yeah, loads, yeah.
Heaps. Did I say heaps?
No, you didn't. I did.
Oh,
Yes, my girlfriend's watching. I'm going to ask her. Let's see if we can make everyone comment. Can you make me dinner, please? Let's see if she makes me food, okay? I'm going to ask her. Can you make me dinner, babe?
Tiger's Den said we're a great looking couple. That's very flattering.
Thanks.
Unfortunately, Dan's girlfriend is way more attractive than I am, so.
Oops, just message. Talk of the devil. She will appear.
And the girl I'm dating is way more attractive than he is, so.
What? Shit, you heard that too. You came home too late, sorry. She's not making me food!
Oh, well.
What am I dating you for? Joking, babe, joking.
Is she watching? Ask
Yeah,
her.
she's watching. I can order something near when you leave. Okay. What should I get for dinner? Comment below. What shall I find in Bangkok? Last night we had Julie fancied Western food and she got a proper English style. It's probably the same, like kebab, like big open bread, like sliced in doner meat. And I had mac and cheese and jacket potato and stuff. It was so Western. It's everything in Bangkok.
I had a kebab when I was on Khao Road. Like, I was there and I was like filming, like I was shooting a vlog and I was having some beers and there was a kebab stand right next to us. And I'm like, I sat down and I was like, fuck, it smells like kebab here. And I had like 2 beers and I was like, I'm fucking gonna
As
eat
soon as you
a
had
kebab.
kebabs, yeah, you're like,
And I was shooting a video, so I like to like feature the Thai food as much as I can in the video.
and you got a kebab in your hand.
And I'm like, oh, but like all I can think about is a kebab. So I was like, told
did they do it as a
everyone-
wrap?
Yeah,
as
it's
a
more
wrap,
like a
yeah,
wrap,
yeah. Oh, she's still messaging me. I'm probably in trouble now for telling you guys this. Fuck off, cunt. Yeah, I said that.
Best. She's the best.
That's truly what she said.
Jason said we should have ladies on the live. You know, that's a really, like, yes, we would love to, but unfortunately it's a really touchy topic. Every time I feature girls in my videos, unfortunately there are people out there that speak negatively about women and they'll leave like shitty comments. So it's really hard for me to even get girls to feature in the videos just because I need to filter out all the comments. And, you know, the problem is they see the comments. The girls look at the video. If there's a video of yourself on the internet, you're going to check the comments. You're going to read to see what people are
I
saying.
hate that.
And I'll go to sleep and I wake up in the morning and the girls are upset because of the comments that have come through overnight. People will be like, oh, she's a bar girl. She's got tattoos. She's a bar girl. She's a hooker.
Yeah.
How much you pay for her? Or I bet she got a sugar daddy back home. Or,
It's not worth it, right?
and then the girls see that and their feelings are hurt. And then they don't want to come on the videos anymore because they're like, no, like last time I went on there, I was humiliated by people. So
Exactly.
it's too
You ruin it
difficult
for yourselves,
us.
you bad one. Some bad apples spoil the whole
And
bunch.
yeah, sad truth. So
Make him food, Grumpy. Yes, good one. Good one, Harry. Are
he's
you
gonna get his
guys?
ass kicked when
Are
he
you
gets
guys
home.
gay? Yeah,
sure.
I am. Yeah, sure. No.
I'm out of his league, but yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake. Grumpy, make Dan dinner, please. Yes.
I think we've lost
nice
internet.
one.
Where's your phone? We've lost. Back to spinning wheels.
Trying to get some dinner here, guys. Grumpy should bring back Steve the Scorpion. Dan's hungry. Yeah, cheers, mate. Get moderators. Nah, we don't care. People say shit things. We just ignore them.
Yeah.
There's shit people in the world, so they can.
I've been asked worse things than if I'm gay. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Who cares?
Sorry, guys. We're just catching up. We're
We
out.
keep asking about moderators. Like, no, it's
No,
nothing
I've had
that
people
bad.
ask.
Who cares?
I don't think I maybe it's flashed past and I haven't seen it, but I've never seen anything in the comments that really made me think, oh, I really wish that wasn't there. I think I've only ever blocked maybe 1 or 2 messages.
I just think if someone's like, I don't care enough, like, you're not going to hurt my feelings, like, water off a duck's back, I don't care. Like, if you're sad enough to say something like shit in the comments, like, I feel sorry for you a little bit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're a fucking massive loser for having to publicly say that in a comment on YouTube. Like,
And
I'm
I
sorry
kind
for you, man.
and I kind of have that empathy as well, right? Like the sort of people that will say negative shit on the internet about people they don't know. Like there's obviously something
Really
more
sad.
going on in their own lives.
What's going on in their head? I really want to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
something bad about someone in public. Like, you
And-
are
And I feel bad for them. You know, I wish these people would get the help that they need to become better people themselves. So, you know, trolls are unfortunately a fact of what we do.
But it doesn't, like, and I know some people are affected by YouTube, and we joke about it all the time, like, not affect, like, all my comments are held for review, so none of them go public anyway, and I barely read them, but like, we are not offended or like hurt by anything. We're
yeah,
like,
yeah. I've never been like personally hurt by something.
someone can say the worst thing, I'm like, you're just a loser.
I get more defensive when people talk shit about my friends. So like as I said, like if I have a girl on and like someone says something horrible,
Yeah, exactly,
then you know, I get upset for that because I can't defend that person. But there's times I've been drunk or whatever, and I read a comment and I want to write back to them and say like, you can fuck yourself too.
Yeah.
But it gets you nowhere, you know. We're getting.
Yeah, comments coming through. Once I cleared a 1-day quarantine in Bangkok, can I fly to Phuket without another 1-day quarantine? Yeah, once you're in,
As far as
you're
I
in,
know,
right? Yeah. Paul, I'm going to stay in a hotel. This is Paul. You talked about the amputee. I'm going to stay in a hotel, Terminal 21, a shopping centre, Aircond. Do you think that's a good place? Yeah, you're right on Asok. That's like an ideal location.
And Terminal 21 is probably one of the best places to go eat in Thailand.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get amazing
The food court there,
for
right?
so cheap.
You top up like 200 baht on your card when you go in,
It'll
and then
last
you
you forever.
and then you never spend it, and then you cash out at the end, and they still give you like 100 baht back.
Yeah, I got lunch there the other day. I had like a full plate of lunch and a mango smoothie, and I think it was less than $2. And I'm like, how is all this
Crazy,
less
right?
than $2? Like, was it, like we paid $2 for a mango in Australia? And
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
like,
yeah, you're saying,
and it's
yeah.
fresh mango. Like you see it because it's all cut up. It's crazy.
Get off a message me. So 1 second.
All right,
Think
we're
what you
offline.
want, and I'll give you. I think you want to give me options. I can't be fucked to think. My girlfriend can't think what she wants to eat. Let's do some options. She.
Mickey D's, love. Let's have some fucking Mickey D's.
We call it Mackie D's.
I want.
You say Mickey D's.
No, that's an American thing.
Oh, it is, yeah.
We call it
Yeah.
Macca's.
Of course you do. We call it Mackie D's. Oh, I go to Mackie D's, old son.
Mackie D's.
Terminal 21, Pattaya, and Korea as well. Yeah, Terminal 21, Pattaya.
Terminal
cool.
29 Pattaya is great as well. It's actually.
I think
cooler
it's bigger
for
and
the
better
theme.
in Pattaya than
It's
Bangkok,
better, yeah,
right?
yeah. Because they're themed every layer. Every level is themed. So there's a Japanese themed level and there's a
Well, the
London
Bangkok
one.
tried it. It's just not as good because
The Bangkok one hasn't done it as good.
they
yet,
did
yeah.
Bangkok years ago, right? It's been out for a
Yeah.
while. Pattaya's only like 3 years old. 3 years old, 4 years old.
Great video. Don't call me Ladyboy in Pattaya. I love that video as well. I watched
Yeah,
that
thanks,
this morning and I texted Dan. I was like, that's a fucking great video.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Ladyboy video. Just waiting for YouTube to tell me off for that, but they haven't actually because I did a huge disclaimer.
But you
Is it
didn't
okay?
get limited.
No, it's different whether you. It's not about using like the term Ladyboy. It doesn't matter. It's how you present it. And I'm doing like a documentary.
Yeah.
And I also asked Pam that I wouldn't have used the word Ladyboy if she didn't tell me. She asked me specifically, please use Ladyboy, not transgender. I'm not transgender. I'm Ladyboy.
Yeah.
So it's like a term here.
Because
that she's
my Ladyboy video was limited on YouTube, but we're drinking the entire time, and I wondered
it's
if
probably
that's
alcohol
why.
more than anything, right?
And it's like my thumbnail says Ladyboys and beers on soy 6.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
soy 6 is a no-no, beers is a no-no, Ladyboys
Did you limit
is
it
a-
straight away?
The-
You had all
yeah,
three
yeah,
together,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well, it was out before I was monetized, and then once I got monetized, it never gave.
My
me
old
options.
videos, like I used to show like girls and partying and nightlife, and the thing that I asked when they asked why did you limit my videos was always alcohol. Was showing getting drunk on video. Was like drinking. That's the one thing that YouTube doesn't like.
Just Average Joe said, Adam, can you find good bulgogi in Koreatown? Beef is a really hard thing to find
Right.
everywhere here in Thailand.
Because have you ever seen a cow in Thailand? How skinny they are?
Yeah.
I don't think there's any beef on the cows.
So,
here.
and I was in a Burger King and they advertised, like, our beef comes from Australia. And I was like,
Yeah, they love saying that here.
yeah.
It's
Like,
like
Australian
everywhere.
beef is really good,
Yeah.
but, like, to think that they don't have any local beef, everything is chicken or pork here. So,
Yeah.
I've struggled.
Do love
Or
pork.
the places that do have beef, it's incredibly overpriced because they obviously have to import it. So they don't have local beef. So I haven't had much beef here, and it's the meat I like the most, I think. So I'm yet to find a good bulgogi. I'm sure it's out there, but I'm not also willing to pay an obscene amount of money for bulgogi.
Grumpy orders some Thai food. You decide that normal place we go to maybe. Question came through. Yeah, Grumpy's. Yeah, doing it. Have you ever had any serious problems recording videos in dangerous or not recommended places? Not this time. I've even filmed down Soy 6, which was the soy you never film on back in the day. You'd get shouted at, screamed at, the girls were like grabby. And I filmed down there, beat in the day, but it's shut all day, doesn't matter. And people have taken my camera and filmed themselves talking. It's like very much changed now. There's no nightlife. I'm sure once people return and they fill up and people don't want to be seen on video because
It's not okay, yeah.
they don't want people in the whole world to know they work in a bar. It's going to be very different. But right now, you can film anywhere.
And it's really tough for us. Like, I struggle. Like I like to get my B-roll, but I don't want to include people. I definitely want to stay away from being one of those sort of peep show sort of channels that show what's going on in the streets. So it's hard to keep that out, but unfortunately, I think it'll get even harder.
Yeah, Lewis, Soy 61. That's exactly where the lady boy took my camera and filmed, and really friendly and lovely. Everyone
Was
wants
that the
to go
same girl
camera.
who was in my video?
Oh, it's the same video, same girl, yeah. I saw that got suggested to me today when I was on my
My one?
page. Yeah.
Ah,
It's
yeah.
funny, it's just and I saw a picture. I was like, oh.
She was great. Like I was just walking down that street and she's like chatting with me. And I was like, can I make a YouTube video with you? And she's like, yeah. And then I've seen her since in so many other people's channels. She was so nervous and shy. I had to give her like 2 beers before we like started filming.
Yeah, she was already
She's
drinking
like-
a beer when I arrived.
She's like, oh, I don't want to like look bad or feel stupid or whatever. Anyway, like I shot it, edited it, and then I sent it to her and I'm like, are you okay with everything that's in this? And she's like, yeah, it's great, it's great.
Dan, what's the name of the hotel, the funny password that Keis needs to take his new girl there? It's called the Seaman Resort, and the password is called I Love Seaman. That was back in like Charm, right? Charm Way.
I will
Winner.
try and take it to slightly more classy places. Like
No, it was really nice. It was a really big hotel, but it was.
Oh, was that the
called-
Love Hotel?
No. It was actually like a on the beach Charm, really nice hotel.
Oh, that
it's
one,
called
yeah,
the
yeah.
Seaman
Wasn't
Resort.
that the Wi-Fi password?
yeah. It's called the
yeah,
Seaman
yeah,
Resort,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they really didn't think about it, like how it sounds in the West. And the password was "I love Seaman" for the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Only in Thailand. Only
Alright.
a month left. No.
All right, guys, we're gonna finish up this in a minute. If
Yeah.
there's anything you want to answer quickly, Dan's got to get home. I've run out of beers and I'm hungry, and we've been on here. The time goes so quick for us. It's been over 2 hours, so
Okay, Grumpy, I'm coming home. Order some Thai food or something. If you don't want that, order anything. I like all food, so I know you can't be asked to think. Order some Thai food or something, babe. See you in a bit. Everyone's going to comment now. No, get this food. No, do this. Beans on toast for Dan.
Pat Krapal time.
I love beans on toast. It's been so long. Do you have baked beans in Australia? It's quite English Australian.
yeah, I don't like them though. I don't like them personally, but it's a thing. Well, thank you to everyone that's joined us. Thank you for the comments. Thank you to everyone that chats. I hope you guys enjoy this. We do need to experiment in different time zones because I realize like we do this at the time that I always do this, but there's people in the US and the UK and this is totally out of time. So we will experiment more. The next live we'll do will be on Dan's channel. I owe him one. I was falling behind today and Dan came and rescued me. So the next one will be on his next week.
Problem. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Cool.
We can do a long one like this. Is cool. This went so fast, right? Just talking to you guys.
It really goes fast. I was just like, shit, it's 9
Thanks
o'clock. So.
everyone for 1 a.m. in Sydney. Thanks everyone for commenting and getting
Yeah,
involved.
thank you. And everyone that sent donations, it's unbelievably generous of you. And you keep us going, you know, you keep our dream alive. So it really means a lot to us. Even like, you guys don't realize if you send like $5 or whatever, it's truly touching to us. That money goes a long way here. That's 5
Yeah.
Pag Krapals, as it seems that it's the only thing that I eat. But no, it's amazing. So thank you to everyone for the support and everything. We do really appreciate it.
All right.
Cool.
Oh, wait, this is where you have to like try and stop the live stream while still streaming, right?
Yeah, this is the
It's
part
always
that I
the
struggle
awkward
with.
bit, innit?
I think it's just the... See you guys. Thank you.